Welcome, welcome, welcome. What's going on, people? We are Grown A Geeks, and tonight we're doing a live show. Um, can't wait to talk about Stranger Things, season 5, part 1. They got to stop doing that. I appreciate The Witcher giving me all my episodes at once, and what you gonna do? They got to make sure they keep people subscribed 2 months in, I'll give you a little bit November,
Okay.
December. I mean, that's how they got to make money, so I get it. I can't be mad at it. Given that we will be doing live tonight, I do expect that we'll have our entire crew here at some point. But joining me at the moment, I've got my man RG Cashmere, Big William style. Love that, love that. I was telling him earlier, I always look forward to his names. He's always got something hilarious, and I enjoy it. Also joining us, we got Miss Brandy. Insert cool nickname. Still the classic name. I love it. It's perfect.
Not even creative in that arena. So,
but you know the funny part? Insert cool nickname by itself is really cool because it's always correct. It's always correct. I've been trying to think of what mine's gonna be. RG just be coming off the
process, man. It's a process.
And so,
process.
And wait, let me see if this thing works because I have some new tools. So I want to see if I can do this one.
What?
Also coming to the stage, Miss Teresa. Hi, BK.
Read this so pretty.
Oh, thank you.
So creative. I'm so not crafty.
Well, actually, you know what? I'm not going to spend a lot of time focusing on it, but I actually I rearranged my office a bit, and that back wall used to be all Star Wars, and so I've now kind of redone it, and that is a nice full Superman wall. And I had to clean it up.
Very cool.
My posters for MomoCon, where I thought I only bought 2 posters and had like 9 posters, they're all up now. They're all up. So I've got them all up. We've got 3 Superman. We've got Old Man Logan in the middle. This is Marvel versus DC, and that's Avengers versus Justice League right there. So that was pretty good. You go back and watch my.
How long did that take you? How long did that take you? Like realistically,
about 2 days. I did it while I was on vacation. Everything that's all the Star Wars stuff is now in the living room, and I have this nice little corner display. It lights up and shit. I took some time with it. Since the wife let me expand.
In the living room.
Yep. See, and you see all my pops are nice, neat over here. Apparently, I knew what was coming. I'm guessing that's what I'm telling myself. I was manifesting some great things, and just want to give a shout out to everybody who has watched our reel on Facebook, TikTok, Instagram. I've posted that bitch everywhere because people are looking at it, and I thank you. That's what we've been waiting on. Last count, I think it was at like 6,000 plus views. So apparently, people are really in agreement with Jodie Turner-Smith. So I need the MCU to come with it.
The list of people who can play that is very short. I have added someone, but
and there's our other guest. Yeah, he's in. Yeah. Oh, okay. So we're apparently going to have.
Hello, Adele. What's up? What's happening?
Wow.
Yeah, he's from the other side.
We got you.
But he will be joining back in when we finish the Stranger Things conversation, as he doesn't want the spoilers.
Really far away for some reason. All of a sudden. You
moved
my camera and all of a sudden I was like, hey, y'all.
As soon as I changed when another person came in, and then of course when Jeff comes in, we're going to get even smaller, and I got to go in and fix the ratio thing.
I know I could adjust, but
I'd be having to try to fix it on the fly. I don't always make it. So tonight we're going to be talking about Stranger Things, and after we discuss Stranger Things, Fitty Lem. We got Fitty Lem over here. So we're going to start with Stranger Things, and then, as we typically do, we will get into whatever conversations and wherever the discussions take us. I encourage everyone to join us in the chat. Type your comments on wherever you're watching. Put your comments up because we can see them and we will respond and put them on the screen. All that kind of good stuff. If you're feeling brave and bold and you want to jump in here and be a part of the conversation with us, I will put the link in the chat. You can click that and it will allow you to come on with us and be a part of the show. I will kick you out if you mess up. Let me just say that now. I've invited people on, and in the past,
you out, sir.
we've been okay.
Today. Let's get it.
I mean, because right, today might be the day. You know what I'm saying? Like today might be the day.
They don't know me like that. They don't know me like that.
Right. So, but Stranger Things, season 5, part 1. Let's just get into it. We're going to talk about the biggest thing that I've seen discussed with Stranger Things. That's going to be our first thing. I think it's the most important topic to cover and get out the way. Lucas haircut. What is going on with Lucas haircut?
Wow.
Maybe like that.
Let me tell you, what I do think is really good is the justification. Like, people take this very seriously. People really like Stranger Things. We're 5 seasons in. It's been a great run. I've enjoyed every bit of it. There was, that one season I was kind of like, okay, but then they came back, and now we're going strong with season 5. But a lot of people have really come to the defense and gave some really good explanation. Like, there was some thought put into it. And the general consensus to be, it's intentional. He looks that way.
I saw that.
Intentionally. And the idea is that because Hawkins is on lockdown and they're being quarantined, people probably, like they have a curfew, things like that. People probably aren't just out doing normal things like they normally would. So maybe we just not making it to the barbershop every week. We already know from previous episodes that his mom was cutting his hair at one point. And I remember as a kid, I went many years with my mom cutting. I remember when I started going to the barbershop and that being a big deal. Like, I'm a man now. I go to the barbershop. My mama don't cut my hair no more. But honestly, what did it was I have like curly hair. She snipped my ear accidentally. I probably moved. I'm not going to just blame her. But after that, I started going to the barbershop. So it worked out for me. I didn't have any problems with the clippers. It was just the scissors because she used to like to keep my curls, and she likes that I've started growing my hair back out, and it's great. But Lucas, what's Lucas's justification? Is it the Hawkins lockdown? Do you all think that that's a justifiable in-universe explanation?
It's fine. In the grand scheme of things, that's really not something that I was focused on like that. So,
I mean,
you ain't no nigga back then with a busted ass fade.
In the 80s, absolutely.
Oh, there you go. He's in Hawkins. It's Hawkins, dude.
And he's not even. These guys are not exactly the popular guys.
Right.
These guys are misfits. Look at Dustin, that mullet Dustin's wearing.
I will say though, his fade was tight last season.
It was.
But I also think
the same people that was there last season is there this season. So how come ain't nobody giving them a lineup? But at the same time,
maybe his barber died though.
But were they on lockdown last season? Because I was gonna say maybe the one dude that cuts black people's hair.
Right, he could have been gone.
Or, maybe he was when they had the
Illinois,
when they had the earthquake and everything split. Maybe something happened to him there.
Because a lot of people they ended that season showing a lot of people leaving.
Left.
Yeah.
And
there's that explains it.
That many people, black people in Hawkins. So maybe the one dude that that's got that
fade dude.
Right, he would have been like, "Fuck that! I'm not staying at the fucking ground open." Somebody told me they saw a demon.
But the other black people left. They was like, I'm going
to my cousin's house in New York.
Right, it don't take much for us. We'll be out.
Okay.
Wait, that's when you see the meme and you just like slowly fade out.
Right.
pull a Homer Simpson and just pull into the bushes. Like, yeah.
Like, that's a ground split. Oh no. Get your stuff. Where your mama? Get my keys.
Right.
Okay.
Exactly.
Okay.
We're not waiting on a go bag. We're not packing it up. We out. Now I do think as a whole, it's funny because I have the spoiler tag running across the bottom because I don't want anybody shocked or feeling like they weren't aware. But I don't really feel like there's any like spoil. There's probably one thing that's spoilery, but it's not even a shock. And I kind of guessed it, and I was right. There were like two big things this season. Do what?
Because one thing nobody's talking about. And I'm just like, why is nobody talking about this really big thing?
Well, let's get into it. We're gonna be the ones to talk about it. What's the really big thing?
Elle's sister.
Yes.
Hey,
yeah.
Nobody is talking about that. And it's like, I have literally been waiting 3 seasons to find out what happened with this baby because we ain't seen her since.
Yeah.
Right.
And it's like, why haven't we seen her? That's so weird. This girl has been doing all of these things in this lab. They know. So everybody's like, oh, we have another weapon. And I get it. And I'm not mad about it. And that was incredible and exciting. But we got 3 weapons because 8 is as strong as Elle.
Right.
Yeah. Yeah. So we have 1, we have 8, and we have 11.
Right. Plus,
and now we got the sorcerer.
Has been studying.
Now we got the sorcerer.
And Dr. K knows how to diminish their powers because of 8. So that could also help.
I mean, and that plays a big part in like how did they suddenly get this technology? How did they know? And like how were they able to stop and suppress her? And the reveal of 8 being behind the door. That was a big thing. And the fact that she's like tied up and harnessed the way she is indicates she's not there voluntarily.
Right. That's what I'm saying.
And that's a big thing. So,
but nobody's talking about that. And I get that the moment was overshadowed hugely. I get that. And I'm not trying to step on anybody else's, it's a discussion. Mm-hmm. But also, listen.
It's a bigger deal because when we were sitting there watching.
Apologize for not liking Wicked. I'm sorry because I know you're a fan, and I felt bad. I felt bad about that.
I believe absolutely not. I believe that. I mean, not everything is for everyone. That is absolutely fine. Just because I like it, I might have questionable taste.
Genuinely.
We intend to have a Wicked conversation later.
It's just everything else. I was like, ugh, it's just the hype, and I know the second act, and it wasn't bad. It was gorgeous, but I just wasn't in that place. I'm sure that I will really, really get into it when I stream it. I know I will be in this house singing these songs. I know I will. So
see, the only issues, and we're gonna have a full Wicked discussion, so we'll cover it then. But I have to say, I found myself kind of being like, okay, well, I guess it has to be that way. And then I talked it out with the wife, and I was like, okay, we're good. Right. But of course, my first thing was like
I loved how they
everything
did
don't have to have a happy ending. That was my right. Everything don't have to have a happy ending.
And let me throw in real quick that I didn't like the first time I saw Sinners. I didn't like it. I didn't get the hype. Yeah. So, like I said, not everything is for everyone. And
at
this point, I've seen Wicked for good 3 times. So, and to me, it gets better because you see more things. I've seen.
I just need to get over my personal feelings about those 2.
Yeah, but when Sinners was re-released for Halloween, we went and saw it again, and I mean, I just thoroughly enjoyed it. The whole thing. I had a smile on my face the whole time. Thoroughly enjoyed it. So, I mean, I
like it. I know I will on the rewatch. I know I will.
It might not rub off on you, but it's okay if it doesn't.
I say all that to say that I have watched Stranger Things. I have watched Stranger Things breakdowns I've watched. Reactors watched this season of Stranger Things. Like, it's been Stranger Things and Stranger Things. And I'm totally in a way that, like I said, with Wednesday, every episode was a chore. I never went back. I know it's out.
I still haven't seen the end of the second part of the season because the first part didn't make that much of an impression on me.
That's what I'm saying. Like, that first part, I was like, every episode. So
not that, but you know what? And I'm gonna give Wicked its time. We're gonna come back to Wicked because that's a good little discussion on its own. We're gonna stay on Stranger Things.
I was just saying that to say that with Stranger Things.
Yeah, no, I
literally binged that in one night. Like, I couldn't. The episodes just flowed into each other because I was like, well, what the hell? What can we talk about? Okay, I know we don't want to do spoilers.
No, I had the spoiler tag.
We spoiling.
My baby is back. Can we talk about my baby girl is back?
Yes. And that was what
I love me some Max.
Seeing Max in the hospital bed and having the music still playing and listening to her explain and talk about
what is going on.
The fact that she was in a coma, of course, we're just seeing her in a coma. And that was like, okay, she's not dead. She's still here. Something good may come of it. Maybe she'll wake up. When Lucas was sitting there talking to her, I thought her hand was going to twitch or jump or something. I was like, come on, Max, you can do it. You can,
because it looked like her eyes were moving.
You know what I'm saying? Well, I mean,
the camera almost focused on
state,
it, like
little rim movement, dream state. And so when we saw, what's the little girl's name? Holly.
Yeah.
When she ended up in the Upside Down and was at the house with Henry, that creeped me out, first of all, because everything was wrong with that.
Right.
I was like, do y'all know what y'all have on TV right now? Like, are you aware?
Where is this going?
Where is this going? I'm saying? Like, looking at that part when she was in the house and she was going through everything and she like baked a little cake and whatnot. And I was like, look, she is just like, look at this, just being a little girl and remembering that it's crazy that her experience there seems to be totally different. Vecna has started to figure out how to do this. And we see at the beginning where he we see Will get captured and he has him up on the wall and he's kind of breaking down like, I learned so much and da-da-da. Now he's figured out that, okay, let's make it a comfortable place, a peaceful place. Let's make you happy. Let's make you happy. So you stay and you can, and I'm just looking around and I'm like, it was not like that for Will. It was not like that at all. But she got this, she got to eat. She got a whole oven, got all these dresses to choose from, playing dress up like.
You see her breakfast was like pancakes and ice cream.
Right. Like she clearly had like the IHOP Kitty special, and again, it was just like, it's such a stark contrast. So of course now I'm having to like really watch what Vecna's doing, really watch what's going on. Cause I'm like, I'm missing something. Like, I don't know what I'm missing, but I'm missing something. And then when he says like, don't go into the woods. I'm like, ooh, okay. What's in the woods?
Right.
I just knew that the big rock structure was the equivalent of the dreamscape version of that fleshy wall.
Yeah, that's what I thought.
I was like, I just knew that's what that had to be. They technically haven't said it isn't, so it still could be. And I'm like, how does that work for Max, for that to be the safe place? Then you put together that it came from the lab. Because Dustin, smart guy that he is, he had 3 locations, triangulated the position, found the center location, Hawkins Laboratory right there. The wall is around it. So it's like, Now, given that that's the place that all of this started from, that's where the first tear came from Elle and one when they were fighting and she pushed him through. I still don't understand why that's is it like trauma for Vecna because of everything he endured in the laboratory?
No, because he was already doing those things before. Because remember, he did it to his mom and killed the sister and all of that at the house before he went to Hawkins' lab. So something happened to him before that. Did he connect with something before? You see what I'm saying? And whatever happened to him traumatized him.
Well, he was already sociopathic before he got there.
True.
Right.
And even when he was there, but see, when he was there and one was talking to 11 and he was trying to like, you know, like a little sister, confide in her, tell her like, be strong, you can do this, da, da, da. He was like a trustee, essentially. All the kids was prisoners. Grown. He was a trustee. He was like the janitor, but he still had a tattoo. You know what I'm saying? So he's still one of the subjects. And so it's like, did he kind of grow out of the program, but stayed around to assist?
No, he was a prisoner just like they were. He just was a teenager.
Just older.
Yeah, just because he had the same thing.
Right, he had the dampener.
He had to take it out.
He did have the dampener collar. I mean, like I know he wasn't free. Like I said, he was a trustee. I get that part, but
he wasn't. He was like a strong, what is it? Not a mentor. What would you call him? Like apprentice, like the one. There's like the doctors or whatever, and then there's like the people. You know what I'm saying? Like what?
Someone to kind of help.
I want to say like a PA. There you
go. You know, I get that. I get that. Yeah.
I can't think of words. Words that mean things.
Words are hard.
A nursing assistant?
Well, no, but like he would assist, like he was able to be in the room with the kids and able to sit and talk to Elle and like get close, and maybe he was assisting with their gifts because they all came from him. Mm-hmm. You see what I mean? Thank you, Jeff. You always be on it when I don't be.
So yeah, that makes sense. That makes sense. And so, but it still makes me wonder, like, what may he have suffered at Hawkins' laboratory?
Oh yeah, I'm sure.
That trauma for him is like he doesn't want to go there.
Because it's been like what, 10 years? How old
he was there for a long time. Because he was the first one.
Right. So what he would have been like, what, 9, 10?
I think I was about to say he was like 8 or 9 when he went in, and now he's clearly in his 20s,
like mid-20s.
Mid-20s, yeah, like you know what I'm saying? Like he a whole adult in here.
Mm-hmm. And then he didn't even go into the real world. He went into the upside down.
Right.
It's like he went from the lab to the upside down. So
I gotta turn the heat on. It's cold in here.
You see, I'm in the hoodie.
Don't feel bad. I got a space heater right here. I'm like that. I don't care. Yeah, you know I'm ashamed. I got a sweater right there.
Now,
so I'm ready.
Him not going next to that wall and that wall being built, it also means that he didn't create that wall.
Right.
And if 8 is in the lab, if she's in the facility, the little like the military compound.
Make the wall?
But she's in the military compound, and that's inside the upside down, but not. Everything is inside that wall. So where that wall is, it has everything that they're trying to get access to is inside that, but it starts from Hawkins' laboratory. So it makes me wonder, like,
what's in the
if
lab?
You remember back when Hopper first got lost and he jumped into the upside down, he was at the laboratory.
Yeah.
So there has to be some, like, the Rift Gate itself exists at the laboratory.
What about going back?
I thought it existed in different areas, like where they were at.
They can open, like they can clearly open, because the Demogorgons can open tears wherever they need to be.
Right.
They just be running in the upside down. They stop right here. Boom, they put a rift.
Like how that Demogorgon got out of there when they set it on fire. It was like, nope.
Yeah, he was like, okay, I'm out. And so with that happening the way it does, but it's like that main big opening that Hopper ended up going into was in the sub basement of the Hawkins facility, the Hawkins laboratory.
So what I'm saying is isn't there still a Hawkins lab on the regular plane?
The building physically is still there, but it's like semi-destroyed and abandoned. It's not
right.
functional.
But what I mean is, could they possibly try to like open a door there to the upside down so they could just go right there and be in Hawkins lab and upside down?
And that's where my question comes in. Who is creating this wall? Because it's not 8, it's not 11, and apparently it's not Vecna.
I mean, I think it's environmental. It has to do with, that's the nature of the upside down. Like whatever energy that Vecna is feeding into that space is probably a byproduct of it. Like, is it as strong as Vecna? No, but yet
this is also still assuming that rock wall is the meat wall.
Right, because I don't necessarily believe it's that either.
Where
I believe
Max
it's something
and Holly are.
I believe he looks into that space, that small space, and he's afraid to go after her in that small space. He the way he was looking was like he noticed how crowded that space was. It was almost like he was claustrophobic,
right,
and didn't want to go in there. So
he looked like Pennywise when he saw that thing. He just kind of stopped and
like you know what I'm saying? Like this is a trigger for him. So it'll be interesting to me. They're doing a lot of setups and payoffs. So hopefully this is one of those things that like that's a set. Obviously, you know what I'm saying? They dropped it. It's a little breadcrumb like, hey, he don't want to go in there, and there's a reason for
something
that.
Big.
Right. And this whole place is his memories. Yeah, and
it's gotta be though.
Max was like, I walked through multiple memories.
Yeah.
So like at some point they could go and live in the memory of Henry in high school.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, or because although that was weird because Henry was never in high school.
That's a good point.
Right.
So that's a false memory. Why does Henry have false memories?
No, when she said it was the first time that he's seen her, I think it has to do with
No, she was Henry in high school because remember Joyce was handing out the flyers,
for her
and it was for the play, and it was she was Henry, but Henry was never in high school.
Like he wouldn't have that memory.
At the lab.
Right.
Yeah, he wouldn't have that memory. Yeah, I see exactly what you mean.
Okay, yeah.
How did Max run through that memory? Max didn't run through memories of Henry when he was a kid. Max wasn't in the house with Henry and his family.
Right.
So let's see. Who did we see there? We saw Joyce.
We saw Steve's dad.
And he got Holly. So I'm wondering if it's going to end up being something with like this particular group, like these people specifically. Because if he had all of those kids, why did he go after Holly? What was it about Holly that made her the standout child to take? Now we do find out that obviously,
I honestly think that was to fuck with Nancy, because he told Nancy flat out. He showed her them dead. Mm-hmm. I do believe.
But he also has a bunch of kids in there already, so that's not to say she was the first one. It's just the only one that we're connected to, because once Will connects and he sees those other kids in there.
Those are the kids he's taking. Those are the kids that he was trying to kidnap at the end.
Those are the kids that are already gone.
I didn't think those kids were already there. That was why he was like, I'm going to bring Derek, and then I'm going to bring this person, and then he was steadily collecting the kids.
Yeah, Holly was the
Demogorgons to get all those kids. That's what he's going to do to them. That ultimately they're all going to end up on the wall like Will. For whatever he was either putting in Will and getting out of Will, he needs that, whatever that is. But those kids aren't taken yet.
I saw
that's
that
the plan. That's why Will was like, we have to stop the plan.
But he already has some kids, so it's more than just Holly on the wall right now. It may not be like 20 kids or anything, but he's got like maybe 3 or 4 in there already. That's what I was.
He hasn't put anybody on the wall. Holly's not on the wall. If Holly was on the wall, she couldn't have met up with Max, because all she would be getting is Vecna stuff. Max wouldn't have been able to communicate with her.
No, I think physically she may be on the wall. The way that Will drew the pictures. So I think the way that Will drew the pictures is that it's a further delusion, like it's another level of the delusion, and that they're already in the upside down, and then now they would be, within Vecna's, his delusion, where now he has her thinking, okay, you're at this house, you're eating pancakes, I want you to be happy.
3 days. It's 3 days until the day that's the anniversary of when he took Will. That's the day that he's going to do whatever it is that he did. That day must be special because remember Lucas was like, I don't believe in coincidences. Why all of a sudden are we starting to snatch kids right around this time? Something about that day is what Vecna is waiting for. He's going to collect all the kids and then do whatever it is that he did with Will, because apparently whatever he did with Will made him stronger.
Right.
It made him more able to do so. Maybe that's like, oh, I'm going to take these 12 kids on this particular day and do this thing, and it's going to make me invincible or whatever.
Right.
Well, see, one of the things that stood out to me, or that I'm looking at, and I think this is maybe I'm agreeing with RG on this part, but when Vecna, when you are just walking around in the upside down, you get to see what Elle sees, you get to see what Hopper sees, you get to see what the soldiers see, because you're only in the upside down. None of the other stuff, there are no visions, there are no delusions. You're just in the upside down. Right. In order for her to see this fantasy world that Vecna has created, he has to already be taking control of her. That's why I'm thinking Holly's
in her mind. He already did. That's why Will was able to see through Holly's eyes. Vecna was already in her mind. Same with the little fat boy, Derek, delightful Derek.
But see,
he's already in her mind. The only reason I don't necessarily think that is because why is Max there? Max is in a coma. Max wouldn't have been connected in that way to Vecna. Especially if she's in a place where he can't even go to. But then again, what do we know?
This is right. That type of physics exists in that universe.
They better not kill Steve.
Right?
That's all I care.
Too much like logic.
Steve better stay alive. They better not kill my Dusty Buns. I'm really where's his girlfriend? How come we haven't heard about her? What's going on with her?
Right. After we got that beautiful duet last season, come on.
And
got me rewatching the Never Ending Story. I mean, come on,
I don't want anybody to die, and I know so many people are going to die, and I just know it, and I'm just dreading. I don't know. Do you think Will is? I don't know that Will. I don't know. I don't want anybody to die. I don't even want Karen to die because she was a soldier and she fought for her baby, and I want her to be alive. Yeah. Everybody gets out alive.
I don't want anyone to die. I hope that everybody, I hope they just upset. And again, as I was just saying, everything don't need a happy ending. And I'm I hope we get a happy ending. Everybody makes it.
Who do you think? Who do you think?
Robin.
How dare you?
But wait, here's why. I think it will be a selfless sacrifice from Robin. I don't think it's going to be she just gets taken out. She's already taken on Will as a younger adoptive brother situation. You know what I'm saying? She knows the pain he's dealing with.
Yeah.
She, so she's already kind of taking him under the wing. They've made that little bond and they're laughing, joking and whatnot. So whether it be to protect Will, whether it be to save Steve, I do think Robin, because if you don't want it to be Steve, Steve will sacrifice himself to save either Robin or the older sister,
Nancy. Or Dustin.
Or Dustin, yeah.
Oh, he'll absolutely. He was straight up. I was scared.
I'm he's gonna sacrifice himself to save Jonathan. And I don't dislike Jonathan. I don't. But first of all, Nancy and Jonathan need to break up, and Steve needs to be alive. And that's all I'm gonna say.
As far as
Nancy and Jonathan are miserable. They haven't even talked about the lie about him not even applying for college or whatever. They They're miserable.
I feel like that's a given.
Yeah, but they got two more, Jeff. They can roll this thing out. We don't know all the kids.
If I remember correctly, no. If I remember correctly, Nancy has a spinoff coming.
I was gonna say, I thought I heard. I mean, they could always spin something off. Just because something's over, don't mean it's over. Thanks. If it was making money,
okay.
You know they won't let a property die. So
exactly.
House of the Dragon, Knight of the Seven Realms. How bad can we milk this cow? There's a teat hadn't been touched. Grab it.
If they're good, I don't like. I was so nervous coming into this because I was like, okay, now it's been a while, and the last season was really good, but it was a long time ago and in pop culture time. So, I just, I will say that everybody's being like, oh, they look so old. At this point, I feel like they're supposed to be like in high school, right? Like seniors.
Yeah.
They would be 17, 18 years old. They look that to me. Stephen, Nancy, and them are out of school. So, of course, they look older.
And they do. But Erica looks like an old lady that they tried to make look like a little girl.
You know what's interesting?
I love me some Erica. I think if they're in high school, I think she's maybe supposed to be in middle school.
And she's middle school
I feel like she might be.
Because she got the same science
maybe
teacher.
Like a freshman in high school, maybe.
I was gonna say, she would be like a freshman.
She still looks like college.
She looked like she was on a different world.
Right. When they first showed her, I was like, Erica, homegirl, I love you, but you look like you're acting like a child.
She gotta get that check, man.
I'm not mad at her. I'm not mad at her at all.
I kind of felt like, and maybe this is just a women mature faster scenario, but I really felt like 11, Max, Priya, Nancy, all of them look significantly older and more mature than the characters they're supposed to be portraying. Whereas even Finn Wolfhard, who has a very adult face, like, oh my God, this kid he's always looked old. When he was in It, he looked older in the face.
Yeah.
But when you listen to him talk, and he's talking like he is able to become a teenager very easily. It's very believable. Same thing with Lucas. Same thing with Dustin. Will is looking like Big William style. He's definitely looking much more mature than he was in previous seasons. And I'm glad they're doing something different with his hair. Thank you. Because that bowl cut just was not getting it, bro.
Yeah.
He was like, that was the leftover from the 70s era Bob bowl cut for the boy. It wasn't working. But the guys in general, I just feel like they still kind of seem younger, even though all of the kids look older because they are older. The guys were able to portray kids better, and not as a matter of talent, just because when you listen to guys talk, they sound like little kids. Whereas Max, when she was explaining everything to Holly, I'm looking at these two and I'm like, these two women are about to take down Vecna. And that's what it felt like. When 11 was running through, I'm like, look at this grown woman about to go kick Vecna's ass. She looked like she was training for American Ninja Warrior. And it was just like, she's done so much other stuff in between. Millie Bobby Brown's done Enola Holmes, and she had the Electric State and stuff. Like, what's the one where she was the princess?
Yeah.
Oh, the
one with the dragon.
The one with the dragon. You know what I'm saying? Like, I've seen her in other things, and so I can look at her differently and separate her from Elle. And then when you listen to her deliver her lines, it sounds like she's trying to talk like a younger kid, but she can't help but to articulate all of her words. She doesn't sound like the little kid that was playing 11. She sounds like an adult trying to be the little kid 11.
See now,
yeah, I didn't get that at all. Yeah, I didn't.
Yeah. I very much feel like this is Elle at 18. Like I looked at, maybe it's because like I've been to high school where we're doing flu shots and doing like blood drives and stuff when I worked for the Red Cross, and these look like grown ass adults to me. Like I've seen seniors. Shut up. Drew Barrymore looked 40 in that movie, by the way.
Hi, fellow teenagers.
She was a good 30, whereas Millie Bobby Brown is legitimately what, 21, 22 still. So it's not like, people are acting like they're 35, right. I feel like this would be Elle.
Maybe that's
5
what it is.
5 years later or whatever.
Maybe
because
it's that British
she
accent.
literally was, 11 or 12 when we met them?
Right.
The boys, all of them, they were about 12, 11, 12.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So they're all like, this time has passed. She wouldn't sound like old Elle, but she would still have some pattern,
the vocabulary and the speech pattern,
stuff, right? That didn't quite catch when they were talking, and but even the way Hopper talks to her like she's still little girl Elle. So his diction when he's talking to her changes.
You have to consider too that these are also kids that have been through some shit. Right. So they're going to, they're going to be matured by adversity. So
and maybe, and you know what? Given that, look at who I mentioned: Max, Elle, Nancy, Rob. Like they traumatized for real. That might be where the more mature because
I think Dustin has matured quite a bit.
Absolutely.
When they first showed him in high, when they first showed him walking down the hall, like I was like, wow, like you can see it in his face, like
absolutely
he looks, not like that little boy anymore. Like,
and that's what I'm saying. Like, and that's why I said like Finn Wolfhard, Caleb, Finn, and Noah, Will, Lucas, and Mike,
and
those three. They seem to revert back to the kid form very easily. Despite how they look, I still see and hear those little kids. Don't really get that with Dustin. Maybe it's because of,
his trauma,
the way he felt about Eddie and everything that happened there.
Yeah.
Because he's carrying that weight on Eddie.
Yeah.
Right. It's apparent.
And it's like,
trauma.
He's not jokey joke. I haven't seen him smile not one time this season.
Right.
No, he did smile one time when he got to cut into Steve's car. He was happy as hell about that. But I mean, again, like you said, it is probably some of the trauma, and
absolutely he lost Eddie.
Facts and a nosebleed. You're right.
True.
Yeah.
So
I don't.
That was something
Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
Who didn't have a whole lot of lines after either that first season? Oh, Elle didn't have a lot of lines.
No. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
What?
Well, yeah, because she was, and see, as a kid, she was almost like not quite mute, but it's like she didn't know any words.
Yeah, she didn't know that stuff, and at this point, she's been to high school, and she's got education as well as the hard knocks.
Yeah, she's been socialized now. So
and I guess that's the thing. Like because she's had so much social time, to hear her speaking these choppy sentences like she's doing, it feels like her trying to act like the younger Elle, which just seemed off.
Oh, I took it as her trying to be like. I took it as her trying to be more. She's trying to be assertive. So there's the whole dynamic between her and Hopper. Hopper, where she's trying to like
Hopper.
I have no idea how to pronounce that word. Hopper
over there in Boston. Talking about Hopper.
Where am I from?
I mean, they're in Indiana. It's okay, Hopper.
So, but there's that whole dynamic in their relationship where he still, gives her that, you're my little girl look, treatment.
Right.
And she's trying to show him, I'm growing up now. You know what I'm saying? I'm older. I've obviously, she's trying to, come of age. So I feel like everything is intentional with her because it's intentional with her. She's trying to force herself to stand up to him and assert herself to him, when a lot of this show is adult have issue with problem, kids disagree, kids wind up right. And that's a lot of the theme for this season. I mean, it works, but that's the theme for this season. It's always the adult has an issue with the plan, adult wants to play it safe, adult wants to, find some other reason, and the kids are like, nah, fuck that. Because we've been here face to face, we've been the ones face to face with that nigga. We know what the real danger. And then they wind up right. So with her, I just think it's intentional. The way she has to talk to him, the way that staccato, I am, because it's like, let me build myself up to say this shit. You know what I'm saying? So, because I don't feel like she does that same thing when she has regular conversations with other people.
Mike, like when she was talking to Mike, and
right.
Yeah.
Hey, yo, welcome back. We got the beat. What's going on, Mark? How you been, man? Hey, Mark, when we were going live every Wednesday for a year, Mark was in like every other show, if not every show. So it's good to see you, Mark. Appreciate you stopping in. Hey, share this so other people can hop in. And I got the link in the chat. Scroll back up if you want to jump in here and talk some Stranger Things with us.
I really appreciate how the writing, like you can really tell that they care. Like they may fumble on the finish line. They might. We don't know. But so far, it feels very intentional. Even things that I was like, what the hell is this? Season 2 are starting to come back. Like things are starting to, you know what I mean? Oh, congratulations.
Yeah, homie, he got hitched, got himself hitched. So
congrats, bro.
So nice. Congratulations.
Welcome.
I'm gonna be killing these sound effects. I just want y'all to know.
I
love it. I'm just letting you live, man. Go ahead.
Right.
Let them burn.
Great.
Let them burn.
It kind of makes me want to go back because now I'm like, damn, because are there going to be callbacks? Things that you know what I'm saying? Like with the Will, even with Will and Mike in the flashback. Mike said that in like the first season. Remember, he was like, I asked you if you wanted to be friends. It was the best thing I ever did.
Yeah.
Was that season 2? Like, it was just a throwaway line. And then it comes back like this.
Right.
Now I'm like, dang.
Oh man,
I like that. I like it. Like give
4.5 season binge rewatch to be prepared for the last part.
Wrap things up in a bow. We'd have brought back the sister.
I didn't do. I mean, I haven't watched everything, but I did go back some because I know how my memory is not good. So when the writers or whoever had suggested the 4 episodes that you should go back and watch before you start season 5, I went back and I watched those. And so there's 2 episodes in season 4 that they suggested. So, I just let it go and finished all the way to the end of season 4. But then I was like, you know what? I don't even remember how, why was it Will? Was it always Will? Could it have been somebody else? What happened? So I went back and I started rewatching season 1.
Mm-hmm.
And it completely freaked me out. I don't know why it happened like this, but I started with the very first episode, and I kind of ran out of time, and I was like, well, I got to stop so I can go ahead and start season 5 so I'll be ready for the show. So I watched episodes 1 through 7 of the first episode, and somehow, coincidentally, where episode 7 stops, Will is in the Upside Down, and he's in his little fort, his castle fires or whatever.
Yeah.
Where episode 7 stops, season 5, episode 1 starts at that exact moment.
Crazy.
It freaked me out. When I started it, I was like, wait a minute, I thought I had started the new season. Did I go back to season 1? And I paused it and I looked and it said season 5, episode 1, the exact moment.
Wow.
So it's like I got everything I needed.
Yeah, wow. See, now you're making me want to go back.
Yeah.
But that just speaks to it.
Another thing.
So you mean to tell me they filmed that scene? It was the same boy? Like it was him?
When you look at season 5, you can tell that there's some CGI involved. They younged him down in the face. You can tell there's some computer generated stuff.
I thought it was a face
it's
map
not exactly the same, but it's the point. It's like where that episode started,
for real,
right up. So yes, it did freak me out, but it also reminded me how good season 1 was.
Yes,
it was so good.
Yes, when they're on, that's the thing. This show suffers
just let
from
kids play Dungeons and Dragons. That's all they wanted to do. Just one campaign for Will.
Right.
This show just suffers from when it's on, it's on. Like when the show is on, it's on. Like it's pop. The first season it's had its ups and downs, and that's like Brandy. Like the writing, just flawless fucking victory. Like they really, there is no wasted dialogue in any of these episodes. No wasted dialogue, and everything has a point and a purpose, and there's a setup and a payoff, and you watch it, and now it's just like, that's what, like they really covered the bases,
and they did a fantastic job with casting.
Yes, without question. I mean, it's just the right people, the right chemistry. It's all a great fit. And this is just hats off.
This is one where I'm like, I don't care what was happening behind the scenes. Whatever that was, that don't got nothing to do with me. That don't got nothing to do with
y'all need to finish our show.
But
finish it right.
Even with that, whatever happens behind the scenes doesn't appear to be that bad.
Okay.
Right.
Investigation.
So
everybody's cleared.
It
probably came down to, and this is speculation. I can't say I've read this. I'm just taking everything that I read about the investigation. It probably just came down to the fact that Hopper was going through some shit in real life and brought that energy to set.
Yeah.
And it's probably like maybe he shouldn't have did that. So he was, you talking to a child, because the investigation wasn't even from the recording of season 5.
Right.
It was from the previous incident, and the investigation took place. Then they filmed season 5. Right. So it's just the news.
Whatever happened, they was able to get over it.
They were able to. I don't, like I said,
right.
They good, right? Like they all right, they cool.
That's what I was thinking.
That's one that I knew because I ain't even looking for information about this.
Right.
I ain't gonna be more mad about it than the participants.
If there was beef, they acted through it.
Like, look, let's get this bag.
Okay, but also best moment.
Let's get this bag. After this, we ain't gotta. Well, let's go get this check.
Exactly.
We ain't gotta be friends. We co-workers.
Top 3 moments.
Right. Work friends, you know what I'm saying?
I told you
gotta be friends. We're co-workers.
To eat your damn pie, Erica. I don't care what y'all talk about that girl. That's my girl.
Yes, I love me some Erica.
Yes.
She said, "Why didn't y'all say that from the beginning?" And I said that too. I'm like, "Why is you talking to her about this girl she hates? Why you not telling her about Holly?"
Lead with that.
Like, she down. She's down. Just tell her what she needs to do, and she gonna get that shit done.
You got 60 seconds to tell her.
Literally.
You wasting time with all this extra.
Over here talking about this. Like, what are we doing? I gotta bake a pie. All right. We got the drugs. Let's go.
Yes.
I absolutely could. And if there was going to be something I would watch, if there was a TV show that was going to do a final movie, I would go see this one.
Oh, they're basically making the finale a movie?
Yeah.
It's 2 hours. Like the season finale.
But they're showing the season finale in theaters?
In theaters.
Yes.
I didn't know. Yeah. I had no idea.
I
Fuck yeah.
Finale will be.
Fuck yeah.
But I don't want anybody to die.
Somebody got to die, man.
Live with the waterfalls, like Mike said. Max comes back, the flowers bloom.
I don't think nobody. You know something? I don't think anybody that we actually care about is going to die. I think she's the newest. She's the newest.
Love her. No,
you know
Delightful Derek is the newest. If we going by that,
he's not. He is
Derek
not
ain't a core member.
Yeah, he is
Derek
not.
Don't count. He ain't a core member.
Yeah,
he's not part of the party.
Member.
Yeah, he's not part of the party.
Bob wasn't core.
So, what do you all?
Eddie wasn't core.
Have you all read or seen any of the buzz about the idea that what if all of this is just a D&D campaign?
Oh.
Yeah, but they said the brother said that it is not a dream sequence. It's not that.
That's fucking
it's
stupid.
not that.
I did not. Now that I didn't read.
Yeah, they literally. I just read that earlier because somebody was like, "This whole thing is, Will was kidnapped and he died, and this whole thing is Mike making a campaign to honor his dead friend." And they were like adamant, like, "No, this is not that. This is not a dream sequence. It's not that."
Very good.
Okay.
If they pull a Bobby Ewing, I will fly to Hollywood like Stewie Griffin and go to their house, and we would have to have fisticuffs. Like on site.
You got my money, man? I'm tired of paying
I was
for this
disappointed at the end of
subscription.
my Sopranos. I didn't even watch Game of Thrones, and I was disappointed at the end of that for y'all. Lost sucked. Like, please don't ruin this.
Yeah.
Oh,
I think let's hope. Let's hope. So far, so good.
I know we're gonna lose people, but I can't lose. I don't want to lose anybody. Also, Eddie's there. Eddie's dead though, isn't he? Damn.
Unfortunately, Eddie died before the finale.
Oh,
so I don't
Eddie.
He's dead.
There's not a return for him.
Yeah.
There's not an
option. But I do think that Vecna's gonna use Eddie against Dustin, like how he did with Max and what's the racist brother name? Billy.
Yeah.
Yeah, he'll do one of those getting to everybody. I think everybody's gonna have their moment of testing.
Their worst.
Their trial that they're gonna have to go through. So it'll be. I'm not speculating at all. I'm not. Yeah, that. See, but you know what? They've done such a great job. He wasn't
supposed to do the snake thing.
Probably because I think they think it's weird that he keeps going back there and keeps going to the gravesite. Like, why would you go to the gravesite right before this big thing? You know what I'm saying? And then
honestly, I think it's just they aren't supporting his desire to keep Eddie's memory alive.
Right, the Hellfire.
They are casually separating themselves from the Hellfire Club. Yeah. And Dustin is like unapologetically a member and fully supporting it. And now he feels like his friends aren't supporting him.
But they didn't get
not supporting because Eddie
and Dustin really bonded, in that battle.
Yeah.
And so it's
like 2 whole episodes of going through some shit together.
If when he gets beat up by the people, ultimately it'll be nothing but the 3 of them being like, "I told you so."
And I'm so sick of them damn football players, they could die.
There you go.
I'm just saying. I wasn't sad when old boy bit the dust last season.
No.
I was like, "Oh damn! Well, what are you gonna do?"
The one, definitely the one kid.
You'd have messed everything up.
They told you stop fucking with him.
Like, take him, please.
Yes, the Nancy mystery.
Right, what is that? I haven't heard about it. So like, what are they going to be doing? Like Supernatural or something with Nancy and Jonathan?
I think it would be. I mean, not for nothing, but I think it would probably fall more along the lines of Nancy Drew weekly mystery kind of thing. Because remember, she's like the investigative journalist. She's also like
she lives
super fucking smart and always trying to like solve something. And so
is she
watching her mind put shit together? I would absolutely watch that.
Is she a single investigative reporter? Do we know if does she have a roommate perhaps, or
you know what? It will be interesting to see how they do that, because I
was gonna say
it's a peculiar item.
Shut up.
Oh, that's already a good title right there.
You know what? That's an alternate universe right there, where we like
the X-Files.
You guys don't have Stranger Things. We have peculiar items.
I just saw an interview with Maya Hawke and Ethan Hawke, and I really was like, it just does not bother me that baby is the child of bona fide superstars. Like she doesn't even come across like that. Like,
nope.
And I was watching them together, and I was like, she resembles her dad, but that girl looked just like her mama. Like, yes. My goodness, it was really noticeable when she was sitting next to her dad. You know what I mean? I was like, oh my goodness, girl. All right. I don't know. I'm just saying, nepotism wise, her and Jack Quaid are at the top of my list.
Yeah, and yes, I like Jack Quaid. I'm very interested in seeing
and Margaret Qualley. You already know how I feel about her.
I liked what was the spy comedy he just did?
Although Jack Quaid, for me now, certain people are always their character. Yeah. I never think of his name when I see him. I think Huey.
Yeah.
He was in that movie. Are you talking about? No, it wasn't a spy. I didn't see that one. I saw the one where he couldn't feel things.
The Novocaine. Yeah, he was
Novocaine. Was good.
It's the one with Idris Elba.
I never saw it though.
And,
it looked
and
good.
John Cena.
Yeah, it looked good. Oh, that's why I didn't see it.
What, Heads of State?
And look, I'm not pushing anybody to see it, but all of his scenes were really funny.
It was good.
He was really good in that.
Like I said, him and Margaret Qualley, I love her. She's starting to pop up in more stuff, and I'm like, yes, all of the things. So they can sit Dakota Johnson
the movie
down.
Jack Quaid did with I think it's called Companion.
Yes, I just saw I saw that. Now
and it's funny because
he was not good in that.
She was like, I guess you're gonna watch that. You keep watching the trailer for it. I'm like, because it's fascinating.
No,
look at why is she tied up? Why is her arm over the yes, I need to know what's happening here.
You need, because then you won't necessarily look at him like Huey.
What do you mean it's a book? The hell? So what spinoff are you talking about?
Oh.
I would potentially read that book though.
Oh, no, that's why I was asking you. I was like, I never heard about a spinoff.
Yeah. So
but I'm aboard if it means that means she's alive.
Right. I mean, or maybe it's gonna I don't know.
I don't know, because I held out hope for Barb for a long time.
A lot of us did.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well into season 2. I was like, well, maybe.
No. I was like, come on, she's just going through some shit. She's gonna be a little crazy. But
yeah,
and not for nothing,
she'll recover.
But that's why I think the issue, I'm not gonna say the issue is nobody else has attachments, if you will. You know what I'm saying? We have Nancy and the Byers kid. Like, what are they doing? You know, like you said, you and I already said they need to break up. Then we have Max and Lucas, right? Mike and Elle, yes, no, maybe, kind of. They're there, but they're not.
They're still together.
Oh no, they're good.
I mean, they're. She's very focused on Vecna.
Oh yeah, but I mean, you know,
so
but he understands that.
She wants the rainbows and the happy ending, you know, and so the only other person who has something to lose is Robin.
But Robin has Steve. Robin and Steve. Steve and Robin.
Robin and her girlfriend at the hospital.
What do you mean?
Robin and her girlfriend at the hospital. If something happens to Robin,
that's not her connection.
For television and dramatic effect, her girlfriend at the hospital will be crying and suffering, and the only person who can tell her will be Will, because Will's the only one who knows to be able to tell her, and that'll be something Will does as a final sad sacrifice. You know how I just
can
be
we just start the Deadpool? I'm not saying that's let's start the Deadpool. Let's just get the Deadpool going.
Deadpool, my babies.
Let's just get the Deadpool. I'm sorry, I'm nominating Steve.
Like, don't send her back to the house.
I'm nominating Steve. I don't think Steve's gonna make it. I don't think Steve's gonna make it.
Okay, so RG, you know what? Let me.
I love him, but I don't think Steve is gonna make it, man.
Let me get my notepad out. Trusty Dusty.
Know, right?
Like I said, I'm nervous. They sending that baby that baby is gonna go back in that house and try to outsmart Vecna. I feel like he's gonna already know she was in the woods.
He's gonna know she.
You think she's gonna be able to act normal around Henry like she was before, especially when he gonna come back in a bad mood because he ain't get them kids.
She already doesn't want to go back. She's like, you want me to go back to the house?
Something's gonna happen. She's gonna play it off for an hour or so.
I feel bad for her. Like,
well, first 15 minutes.
About my kids now.
Your baby.
All right, so RG, you say Steve. Teresa.
Who you got in the Deadpool? We're doing squares.
Outside of the football players.
Yeah, can they be on it? The football dudes. Those are the ones.
I'm not attached to Steve, and it might be because I've rewatched season 1 and he was such an ass. Yeah, so I'm not attached to Steve.
He was terrible.
Yeah,
but also, I feel like he wasn't working at Hot even then. Because he felt bad. You could tell he felt bad about them putting that on the thing about Nancy.
Yeah, and he went and helped clean it off. But still, I mean, I guess he's had a redemption arc, but apparently it's not good enough because I'm not attached.
I think Will.
Will?
Yeah. I think Will. And it's going to break Joyce tonight, and that makes me sad.
Yeah.
It's probably
right after he had his whole, I'm an adult and I can make decisions for myself, and all she wanted to do was protect her baby and something happened to him. Yeah, that's look at you writing stories over here, Brandy. Oh, now you hurt me.
I know he's strong, but I still think that there's still.
It's stolen power, though. He's tapped into Vecna's power. Right. He's tapped into Vecna's powers, but it's not to overpower Vecna. I'm waiting to see how that's going to play out. Because Vecna was gone when he was able to use.
I was just getting ready to say, how much now does Vecna know? Because Vecna has to know that them Demogorgons died because A, he don't have them kids, you know.
And B, he don't have no Demogorgons to control.
Facts.
Or it's something innate in him, because it could be a little clue from what Mike said to him about him being a sorcerer. And the whole thing, he doesn't have to read books, right? Right. He doesn't have to read books to get. He has it because he has an innate talent. So
now, here's the other thing that stood out to me. He had the little nosebleed.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like so maybe he got the elves.
And so now, if he was granted, everybody who when they use their powers, it's obviously a mental strain and it pop up a vessel and that causes the nosebleed. But he hasn't shown any indications of anything like that. Knowing that he's tapping into Vecna's powers, maybe it was like a whole rogue thing because just the way the nature of those powers causes the nosebleed. But I was looking at it like he's in the group now. Now he's like you said, whatever untapped potential he had before is now fully tapped and corked. And now I wonder if he will be able to retain control of the powers he's acquired.
Well, it might have been a one-off because he was in his proximity.
Yeah, I think he's going to do it. He's still fragile.
Because Vecna ripped through, went back in, because he was here, not in the Upside Down.
Right.
And with Vecna being in the Upside Down, you know what I'm saying? Like once he was gone, he wasn't reaching for his neck. I think he might have been far enough away. That's why he was able to do anything. But I wonder if he has now tapped in and now the powers he's acquired are his powers now. That is a question I have. And I'm wondering if they're going to do that.
I don't think it's like I don't think he'll be like Elle, where he can just use powers all willy nilly. I think it was right, Big Willie nilly.
Right. Big William style.
Right.
He gonna use his powers, Big William style. Take that.
I
game is grown. Prefer you call me William.
It was like an extreme of. You know how in a lot of
flight
stories,
response,
the people
trauma, right?
But it's the adrenaline.
It has to be the right circumstances. They have to be so
right.
It's lifting the car off your baby.
Something has happened. Those Demogorgons were going after his mom, and Lucas and Dustin,
Robin,
and that's when he was like, all of the stars aligned or whatever, and he was pissed off enough to where he had to stop them. Before, because actually, I thought some folks were about to start dying then. Because when the Demogorgons locked in on those few people, I was like, "Oh shit, is Joyce
on fire now?" Scared for Lucas. Yeah. I was.
Right, Lucas.
I think like all the stars have to be aligned. You have to be so worked up or whatever. I don't think he's going to be able to just channel.
I have to go back and look. Who was which Demogorgon was the first one he stopped? The one that was going after Mike?
Yeah.
Was it Mike or
that George? Was the first one we saw? Was that one?
Like when he was like, no, like he stopped.
That was the one. That was the one that was going for Mike and the kids. One of them.
Okay.
Because there was one behind them.
Right, and then he did that number there and caught that one. That was the one that was going after his mom, right?
No, wasn't the one after his mom first?
I thought it was that was Joyce first.
Yeah, because he had the Demogorgon moved the truck. And was going toward her, and then he did that.
Okay. It was just one of those things when you said the right circumstances and whatnot, and I was like, we know his feelings for Mike, and that was what like he remembered what Mike said. That's his.
I'll be honest. I like the talk that Robin had with him. I really liked
that was a big
her saying in so many words, like, everybody ain't always for you, and it's not a reflection of you.
Right.
You don't need to be trying to make this person love you. You need to be figuring out what it is about you that you love about yourself and open that up. And I like that because a lot of last season, he was on my nerve. When I tell you last season, I was like, throw the whole wheel away. I was telling him. I was like, you didn't help protect Elle. You didn't, you know what I'm saying? Like, what are you doing? All you're doing is whining and crying the whole season, walking around with your face like this, and not helping and producing anything anybody can use.
When he was in the bathroom and I saw the upside down like come out in the sink, I was like, this motherfucker a bit zombie. Like he got bit by the zombie, he ain't tell nobody.
Right.
Oh hell no. Zombie biting, telling mother. Like I feel you. I was not a fan of him last season. I was like, boy, you shut up over there. Like, stop it.
Telling you. So this season,
I'm much happier with him this go round.
I need more Murray. I'ma just need more Murray. It's always a better
anything
day.
Murray want to do. I just want
like he told Justin to kiss his jolly ass. I was like, you damn right.
Okay.
The next time I order something from anywhere, I hope Murray delivers my shit.
Yes.
I just
and describes it to me. Like what?
Right. What is this, what we got over here?
This is nice.
Right. So, chat. You all want to give your
quick.
predictions who you think it's gonna be? Mark, I'll write you down for one. Jeff, who you think gonna bite it? We writing out the Deadpool right now, and I'm gonna just keep these notes, and when we come back to do the final season, we can discuss. But drop it in the chat. And you think Murray? Are you saying it'll be Murray? No, not Murray.
Ooh.
Not Murray. All right, Mark.
There has definitely been a history of random cool dudes dying.
Jeff says 11.
I feel like that's 2 votes for 11.
No, that's only one. We have 2 for Steve, 1 for Will, 1 for Robin.
Yeah.
11 and Murray. Okay. we're gonna lock it in. I've got it in the handy dandy notebook. So, all right. Well, were there any other like standout moments in the season so far in season 5 that are? I mean, the two biggest things that came across, seeing Max, seeing 8, those were the moments for me. That made this whole season. Without
Karen and her wine.
Yeah.
Like she really like
Mama Bear
was
stepped
so
up.
impressed.
I was gonna say Mama Bear stepped up for sure.
You've been a little, she was been asleep with Billy and hey girl, you've been a little all over the place.
Okay.
When it's all said and done, don't fuck with my kids. So
facts.
Yeah. And so I think just between Mike and Nancy, I really do feel for them because they collectively seem to be having it. Do what?
Linda Hamilton.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. That's
and I felt like I was having a lot of Terminator moments. with her
coming out first.
Her being there, because there was a scene with one of the Demogorgons, and just the way they frame the scene or whatever, and I was like, that looks real Terminator-ish. Is that a theme this season?
Can't be helped.
Like I just want one time for her to be on the screen, and I just want to hear dun 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 dun. Like find a reason for it to happen.
I need her. I need that with the shotgun. I need that one good gun.
Yes, the one arm kind
of. Just give me one good quick cut with that one arm.
Now I will say,
do not convert Stranger Things into Family Guy.
I do have one very simple prediction. Dr. K is going to flip and be part of the team against Vecna to help save the day.
They don't have a choice now. This whole time they've been saying it's 11 that's doing everything. They never even seen the Vecna.
You know what? We might get 11 saying, "Come with me if you want to live." Like we could get that.
Not only that,
absolutely. We already did get it, didn't we?
So it's like,
we already get
hello,
it? Come
sir.
with me if you want to live.
Are you finally ready to listen? Even Delightful Derek was like, "You're not going to be able to protect us from shit."
Yeah.
Like,
yeah. Once he actually saw Demogorgon, he was like, "Nah, bro, y'all ain't
got my buddy, boy." Derek was like, "What do I gotta do? Let's go." He was in that little barracks talking about some meditation.
He definitely stepped up.
Visualization. He said, "My mom does it when she takes a Valium."
I
feel you, fat boy.
Got him.
Oh,
like, okay, Derek. Joyce was right.
Think on your feet.
She better not die. I'm gonna be mad.
Yeah,
if Joyce
you know
dies.
something? That's the one right there that I feel like
Hopper done died already.
They tried to fake out too. They tried to fake out, right? Like they tried to be like, "Hold up, we had this happen." At the end of the season before now.
Yeah, right. When he gave the little speech to Elle, I was like, don't you even because I'm not even going to cry because you pissed me off.
There you go. Hopper, how many times are you going to die, dog? How many times are you going to die?
Upset.
That's the death. That's the death we need.
About to rip that door off.
That's the death we need. All the other deaths we don't want. But Hopper, we kind of like, look, nigga, I need you to die now, okay?
If you
know, said you was gonna die like 3 times already. Now when you go up and just be like, I
right.
Hey,
make sure
you still here, Hopper?
Make sure
you was gone already, man. Like, that's what you're doing.
This nigga.
All right.
Don't you have to go die? Damn.
I'm sorry. I've been playing Dispatch. And there's a line in the game where this young character is talking to this older character. And he's like, she says to him, "Don't you have some dementia to go on set?" And that's like the worst line ever, but it's so funny. And all I can think is like what Hopper, like, "You still here? Bro, ain't you got some dementia to go on set?" I'm sorry.
Do you think Holly's power is going to manifest? Do you think they'll be able to open up different portals, like I guess into different memories maybe, or how, because they keep talking about wormholes and dimensional travel, and Holly's the what's the name, where she can, that's her power, is she can open up dimensions and other universes. She's reading A Wrinkle in Time. How do you think that is going to play into things? Time travel, possibly. Go back to before Will was abducted.
We know that technically the time travel exists because Max experienced a form of time travel.
Right.
Being in the high school at the time of Joyce being in high school, it was a totally different time period. And despite it being a memory, it plays out as time travel. And obviously time might work a little different there because poor Max seemed like she'd been stuck. Like no sense of time, how long it's been. She's just there and don't know. And like she said, there's three things you can do. You can, she just chose to accept it. So she's made a home there and she's feeling some kind of way about that. So I do think it still plays out as a form of time travel. Yes. I think with Holly knowing what she knows from Max and Vecna not knowing yet, we don't know. I do think he'll be able to detect something's off, but she still has on her Holly the Heroic necklace.
Right.
Yeah.
I think she's going to be able to break her mind control and be able to will herself out of the situation she's in. Like she'll be able to see through the facade because the character that she's got there, it looks like a little paladin, you know what I'm saying? And, I do think Holly the Heroic, she's going to have like her powers are going to be mental powers as well. And I think it will be the ability to not fall under the mind control of Mr. Whatsit or Vecna or Henry or any of it. You know what I'm saying? She's going to like look at him and see Vecna and like, but have to try to contain herself and not give away that she sees Vecna now, where she's seeing Henry and that's kind of why I was asking about like the dream state that she sees versus when you're just in the upside down and how that looks, because some of them places look terrifying. You know what I'm saying? Like not just like a wasteland or apocalyptic future kind of thing. It's like full on pus boils on the ground and worms slithering out. Like it's just terrifying places for a kid to be. And, when Max was in the house, she saw that. It changed on her. And right now, Holly doesn't see any of that. And I think she's going to be able to start seeing through the illusion on her own. I think that's going to be the way her power manifests. And it will take Vecna too long to realize that she can see through it. And she'll be able to, she's going to be the one to save the other kids who got abducted.
See, the only reason why I don't think we're going to get any sort of Holly payoff is because I think because she's still part of that, all the kids in the tree, all the kids who got that shit in their mouth.
Right.
So I don't think she's going to have to she's going to have to get saved because whatever she undergoes with Max is going to have to at least do enough to get her to free herself from that situation. In the Upside Down, that situation is a physical situation. The body of Holly is hung up in some goo somewhere with a tentacle in her mouth. So she's going to have to figure out how to stop that portion of things. Now, maybe mentally she can fight it, but they never set a precedent with Will to show how obviously that happened to Will. So does Vecna just, I'm going to keep pumping you until I, got what I want, and then let you go back, until he got saved.
He just like dropped him off and let him go.
Right.
But I think he let him go with the intention of using him
in the future.
Right.
In the future. So
I just want the record to show that I don't believe that Holly is on the wall. I don't believe none of the kids have been kidnapped, because if there was any kids kidnapped, he wouldn't have been. The only kids that we know that have been taken were the kids that was taken last season. That's the only thing we know. Because Will said at the school Vecna had not taken them kids yet. We have to stop him from taking the kids. Lucas said it was 3 days hence. And he sent the Demogorgons to go get the kids.
But there are a number of kids. There were 4 kids who had been taken already. There was 1 on the first night and then 3. Because they said there was 1 and then there was 3 that were taken. And then they had talked about how there were 3 missing kids. There were 3 missing kids.
I don't recall that at all.
Yeah, okay, here's when he was looking through Vecna's eyes, he was looking through Vecna's eyes. He's seeing what Vecna sees.
But he also knew what Vecna knew. Because when he came back, even when he was talking to Joyce, he was like, now we know he's going to go, and after those kids, we have to save those kids. He needs the 12 kids or whatever. Like,
yeah, there's 4 kids taken by Vecna.
Are they the 4 kids from last season? Because
no. These are town kids. So he's pulling like a Freddy Krueger.
When did they have that conversation? What scene? Not saying it doesn't. I'm just saying I'll go back and watch it because I don't remember that.
I couldn't tell you. I couldn't tell you which scene. I remember it getting. I just remember it getting mentioned as a byproduct. Like that's why the military was starting to get involved, because it was like they were starting to see.
There.
No, I mean taking the kids. The military decided to take the kids because of the kidnappings. So I can't remember. I would have to find out. But yeah, it was like I remember it was 1. They said there was 1, and then they said there were 3.
Let's see. I feel like it was in the episode Sorcerer where it comes up. Let me scrub the episode real quick. But while I'm doing that, you
don't have to do all of that. I just don't remember. I'll watch it again. It's just opinions. We don't know. Just like we don't know that the wall Max. Because I was thinking if Max is in the flesh wall, but her view on the outside is just a desert.
Mm-hmm.
Then what does that mean?
I don't think Max is on the flesh wall. I don't think she is. I think somewhere. I think Vecna has her stashed someplace.
Is in the flesh wall in real life? Yeah. So not in real life, but like if this is a fantasy that Vecna has made for Holly, then the flesh wall is the wall. But then that means Max isn't there. Because Vecna doesn't, he knows Max is there, but he don't know what the fuck Max is talking about and like what Max would be telling Holly.
Right.
So
she can navigate.
And why would Holly hallucinate Max? Of all the people that she could hallucinate in that world that would help her, why wouldn't it be Elle?
Right.
Why wouldn't it be Mike?
Right.
I don't think it's so much that it's a hallucination.
I don't either.
With Max being in a coma,
right?
Her mind is currently separated and still attached.
Yeah, to she's Vecna like in limbo.
Yeah,
right. And so, because she even thought she was dead, and that's when she's having that conversation, she thought she was dead.
You think she got called back because of Elle went after her?
Remember at the end when she died have something to do.
Brought her back.
Oh yeah.
So and like that doesn't necessarily have anything to do with Vecna.
But that's why she's in that limbo state, because she would be dead otherwise.
Right, but what I'm saying is she's not at that point. She's not there because of Vecna. So how would she be connected to Holly if Holly is connected to Vecna?
No, I think she is there because of Vecna. She mentioned something about when he killed her, something happened when he...
Yeah, and then all of a sudden I was back. But that's because Elle brought her back. She was dead. She would have just been dead. Elle was, remember? Elle literally
I know that part happened. I'm just saying, I don't know how the physics of death work in their universe where it would allow her to... It's allowing her to be brought back
in our universe. So I don't know. Like I said, they talking about wormholes and and parallel universes and time travel and A Wrinkle in Time, which, by the way, I read when I was like 12, understood it absolutely. Read it again like 5 years ago, no fucking idea what's happening in this book. Like whenever the movie came out, I was like, oh, I loved that book when I was a kid. It's the same as when I was a kid. I loved the movie Yellow Submarine. Don't ask me why. My dad used to come in the room and be like, you got to be on mushrooms to understand this. And I didn't know what that meant because I was like 7. But then I tried to rewatch it as an adult, and I was like, you got to be on mushrooms to watch this shit. So I don't know. But if you've ever read A Wrinkle in Time, like as an adult, it was Tesseracts and listen, y'all talking about shit. I'm like, well, if that's what you said it was,
Right.
And see, when I watch stuff like this, I don't get that deep into it. I'm not like, well, if she's over here, why is she over here and she's not over there and she exists on this plane and that plane? I'm just watching it going, ooh, that's a scary monster. So I didn't even ask any of these questions. I'm just thinking.
In the last episode, they're gonna be like, remember when we talked about this in the cave and she said the raisins? Yeah,
and that's the only thing that's gonna tie it up for me because my mind did not go there. All I'm thinking, Max,
we got a poster board, we got a bulletin board with strings and shit.
Yeah, not me. I would be no help.
Conspiracy Brandy has entered the chat.
I would be no help.
I used to be full on red string theories. Like it was a whole thing, red string stories. I had to get away from it. I mean, you see how my brain be working as it is. Jeff finally reeled me back in. It was like, we'll let you do like a 1 episode a month kind of thing and let you just talk about your theories. I've dialed it back.
All 3 of them together can open the wall, like open a portal at least.
No freaking idea.
I'm trying to think of how they're gonna get to Hawkins' lab. And the only thing I can think of is if they open a portal in the lab in the regular world and then just flip and be in the upside down lab.
I mean, there's got to be a gate. There's got to be a gate there.
Yeah. They're all upside down though. Because when they all ended up in there, I was like, "Ooh, how y'all gonna get out?"
They have the big burn hole at the military base. They can still get back out.
Yeah, I mean, they'll figure it out.
Because they're in the upside down, but they're in the military base in the upside down. Yeah. So now everybody on the right side is going to know, what the hell just happened.
For some reason, the government has a very excellent surveillance program and know exactly what to do to get in and out of that spot, out of that place. Now, my question is: Has the government ever been past that wall before? Was the government?
So it's like not a big deal to them,
right?
Yeah.
So was the only reason
that was gonna somehow come into play? The fact that he peed on the wall.
That's what I'm saying. Listen, I'm trying to check every Easter egg, when he peed on the wall, it was a green
Even Elle
leaf.
was like, they know more than they're letting on because they're not treating it with the respect, which means they know more about it.
Right.
They know, you have to know that there is no danger going to come from this wall if you're willing to whip your dick out in front of it. This is a breathing, bleeding, wet ass wall with nasty pus and shit. And you just gonna whip your dick out there in front of it. Like, no. I would have had to know. I would have had to watch 3 or 4 niggas do it beforehand. Like, nah, nigga, ain't that gonna happen. It's fine. Like, no. So yeah, they definitely know something. They know something.
Yeah, because like that tentacle monster, I was like, what the hell is that? They never showed that before. The only thing I ever seen with tentacles is the Mind Flayer, and that wasn't the Mind Flayer. So now that y'all got whole ass new creatures,
They pulled the Lex Luthor and did the whole rebirth. The mind, they got a piece of the Mind Flayer, right? Yeah, exactly.
Don't let that be the part you heard.
It's 3 or 4 dudes pee on the wall first, Jeff. Not don't be trying to get me to say pause
I don't
on
know.
a movie critique.
I think. Oh, hey.
Hey.
I think they're
that was fresh birthday, girl.
How to control them and how to, how to harness their powers and how to control them, and that's how they came up with that horn or whatever, so that they could neutralize her powers.
The sonic siren.
Yes, yes, yeah. And like maybe even to help try to find her or try to find like psychic activity, because they didn't know about Vecna. No. They didn't know about Vecna till just now. So I guess because they knew about the Demogorgons.
And see, they probably thought that was the extent of the threat. The Demogorgons coming through.
Right.
And that was the worst. Vecna came and they're like, what? Okay, light it up. Right. That did no good. And
he was lighting them up. And the way he did the fire, like, please don't come at us anymore about Elle. It's very clear who the real threat is here.
Right. And so now she's obviously like I said, with her being hemmed up, and they're probably running all the tests, testing blood, this, that, the other. They're probably forcing her to use her powers on command so that they can see how it works, how long, how much does it take out of her and whatnot. Elle's always like, battery. My battery's full. My battery. Okay,
well, if it's the army, it's what can you duplicate and what can you weaponize? Right.
How can we? There you go. How can we use this to make us stronger and our enemies weaker? Absolutely. And I don't even think I say ill intention. I don't think they would attempt to kill Elle given the opportunity. I think it is absolutely capture
and neutralize. 100%. Yeah,
you have to bring her in.
I think she's going to probably have one of those moments where it's just like, I've been looking for you for a long time. And to be honest, I need your damn help. Because we opened the gate to some real evil shit. And it was evil even before we knew it was Vecna. I mean, it was fucked up when it was the Demogorgons enough. So please, you got to help us understand this, this new environment we're into. You and your ilk seem to have the ability to fight these things. We need your help. So I think with number 8, they trying to do. I think with number 8 is, hey, we're harsh, right? We got you here. We caught you. We need to study. You're obviously not going to do it willingly. We're going to make you do it. I think she's going to give 11 the opportunity to be like, look, we need to try to harness something or do this or fix this, or we found a way to permanently close the gates or some shit. Who knows what it is?
No,
I just don't think it's a whole thing of that they want to chop her up and dissect her and figure out what the power is.
Nah.
I was just going to ask you, so do you think they need to kill? Are they going to kill Vecna, or are they just going to try to close the Upside Down?
I think now that they know about Vecna,
I'm gonna say Vecna got to go because he can come through as he pleases now.
But we still haven't seen the Mind Flayer except for the first time he came into. So I think it's more to it than that. Maybe he's not controlling the Mind Flayer. Maybe the Mind Flayer is the one doing all of this, because remember, he had powers before he went to Hawkins' lab. Where did he get his powers? And is there a reason they snatched Will? Is it because Will had latent powers and whatever that is?
I mean, honestly, I had a moment before
that's my theory that Will has.
Before they revealed that 8 was the one in the room.
Yeah.
I was talking with the wife and I was like, I know her mama dead, but that's going to be her mama in that room.
Her mama.
For a second, I did think that was it too.
That was the first thing I thought of. And I was like, that's going to be her mama. Because here's the thing. Every one of the kids that was in that program was special.
Right.
And the ones who got the tattoos have powers. 11. That means there's 10 more. We know 8. We know 1. You know what I'm saying? And so whoever else managed or was able to escape, there could be others out there. And those are just
I don't remember. Were they injected with something?
No.
I think
she went crazy, right? The mom went crazy? Or something happened to her, like it broke her mentally?
Yeah, but I thought in certain situations, I thought
the
they
repeated
discovered
experiments on Mom is what kind of threw her off. If correct me if I'm wrong, but were these not the results of like the MK Ultra testing people?
I don't remember. I got to go back because that was all in season 2.
Yeah, I was about to say I'll go back and double check that part, but I feel like that was the initial thing. Ultimately, I do believe that it leads back to the idea that there are other people out there who have powers.
Right.
Yeah.
And that's why we were talking about Will. I think Will, that's honestly why I think the nosebleed is significant. And as we said, did it have to be Will? Could it have been anybody else?
Right.
And I think it did always have to be Will.
And Will remember, even Teresa, back in that moment when Will was in the Castle Byers, he was singing. He was singing, and maybe that is the reason he was able to survive in the Upside Down for as long as he did. Like,
okay,
thank you. Right. The mind flayer.
Wait a minute.
That is a fucking awesome theory. Holy shit.
Ronesia, I think you just
Ronesia
filled the gap.
Oh.
Holly is special. Derek is
Holly is special too?
What if all of these kids that are being collected all have the untapped potential for powers?
Right. I think Vecna.
Which would explain why he would need to do so many of them at once on that day to get whatever their powers, because whatever he absorbed out of Will made him stronger.
Or eliminate the threats. Right.
But
these kids are the only real threats to him crossing over.
Because he eliminated the threats at the lab.
And I will also say, though, I don't know about Vecna secretly being a good guy. He was a twisted child. So
yeah, he was. But
I think
was he twisted before
the mind flayer as a
whatever happened
threat.
To him?
True. Maybe the mind flayer is the reason he became a twisted child. You know, we'll.
But then you got to think, well, then where's the mind flayer? Because again, we have not seen that since Henry was first put into the Upside Down. The last time we saw the mind flayer, and I hadn't seen it for a minute prior to that.
You were just talking about the callbacks. You bring that out.
Yeah,
at the end. That's a hell of a callback.
Yeah.
That's wild.
They have been very good with doing that type of shit.
Because like they haven't even been talking about the mind flayer
at all.
Well, I mean, you know, with Vecna going on,
every single one of them
outlined all that trauma.
I ain't really thinking about that nigga right now.
Right, we kind of outlined all that trauma.
I'm saying, maybe there's a reason.
Oh, yeah.
Maybe there's a reason for that.
I mean, it could be like, you know what? In a sense, it's and not to compare, but it could essentially be like all the kids who live in Derry are some uniquely special children because of the shit they deal with. Every one of these kids in Hawkins is kind of special because of the shit they dealing with. It turns out some are a little more special because they can move stuff with their minds, but at the end of the day,
these couple ones,
you know what I'm saying? And it wouldn't be far-fetched to think that there would be a concentration of kids with abilities in that area, given its proximity to Hawkins Laboratory.
Maybe that's what that is. That's the lab. The lab was never like, even in the Upside Down, the lab, like the mind flayer, they created the lab to gather those types of kids, but they didn't know that they were also being influenced by the mind flayer. That's why Hawkins Labs is where it is.
It's a chicken or egg situation.
Ask what's on the other side of that, what is at Hawkins Lab? The mind flayer.
It's a chicken or the egg situation.
It could actually be a simple, and I'm about to really geek out on y'all. It could be that the place is on a ley line, which is a concentration, an area of magical concentration. Usually in
we're all geeks here, Sam. We know what a
right. I mean, it wouldn't be a hard concept. not saying y'all can't get it. I wasn't saying it like that.
Sure. Yeah, you call me dumb.
I wasn't explaining like I have to explain it to my wife. I wasn't doing that now. Okay, it wasn't that at all.
He was like, "This is saying, like, with your slow ass." I heard that.
They're like, yeah, man. Yeah.
No, but I mean, it's just like if Hawkins Laboratory is in fact constructed on a ley line and it happens to be like an area of magical concentration, that could actually explain why the upside down, like in theory, the upside down probably just exists. It's a different dimensional plane. Has nothing to do with anybody's powers, anything like that. Shit's just there. These people with these powers had the ability to access the upside down. They tore the hole, they made it into that place. El pushed him into it. They created that rift. Once Vecna was there and he was stuck and he was there for all that time might move differently. He's been there a while. He's learned more about it. And as was potentially pointed out, the Mind Flayer is there. Vecna had to protect himself against the Mind Flayer. He was just kind of over here. He went back to a place that was familiar to him, his childhood home. That's why he continues to go to that place. All of this starts to like really line up and make sense. And it's like everything's together. Now, that portal that opened up under Hawkins' lab because they were doing the testing and the machinery and everything, like they penetrated and got in. Why are people trying to open the portal to hell? Don't do that. That just sounds dumb. Don't do that shit. But they did that. And when they did that, Hopper was like, yo, I got to go save the world. And he jumped in to close it, make it stop, make it go away. Ends up in Russia with a Demogorgon. Obviously, the portal here.
But there's ley lines, obviously, in Russia. And you know that if Russia is studying some shit, given the time period, it's the Cold War time period. If Russia's studying some shit, then damn sure the U.S. is going to be studying some shit too.
And you know what? It goes right back to like all the alternate history sci-fi stuff always shows like the Germans came up with all these mystical weapons and things like that because they were studying the occult magic and da-da-da-da-da.
Mm-hmm.
Like, what is it? Overlord? You've ever seen that movie? Like,
But okay, so maybe because I'm like, Elle has been mad and she has thrown things and she has pushed things, but she has never opened a portal the way that she opened that portal when she pushed Henry through. So maybe it's because the lab, like you said, is built over a ley line that has it's closer to the surface, maybe, or more concentrated.
Essentially more
that's
concentrated.
Why she could open it there.
Her powers were way stronger when she was at the lab, as opposed to.
That's what I mean. Yeah.
And even if you go to the other bunker base that they had out in where is it, Arizona or something across the country, that would be another spot that is a concentrated known area where they can condense. And each one of those.
They're building labs over where they're seeing this type of concentration of energy.
Right.
So
okay, Romnesia,
there are no coincidences.
You get an invite on the next show.
What did you say? There are no coincidences.
There are no coincidences.
There you go, Missy. Look at that. Got yourself an invite just for watching. Thank you.
Good, yeah, like, for real.
Because y'all know I love a good Missy. I love trying to put shit together. It's fantastic.
No, it's just like as soon as we were talking about it, and then when she brought it up, I'm like, they haven't said anything about the Mind Flayer at all, and that is odd to me. Like, why are we not talking about this powerful?
Yeah.
Why is Vecna not using the Mind Flayer? You know what I mean? Why he's not weaponizing the Mind Flayer?
True. That would be a
gigantic thing that could take out all of Hawkins like that.
Right. So the Mind Flayer is making them do it. That would be, you know, something that would be a very sick and fucking legitimate ass ending. I wouldn't even have a problem with it. Wouldn't even bother me at all.
We have the problem of I don't want my villains. You know how I feel.
Right.
Let the villains be villains. Don't give me no sob story and make me feel Henry like what?
Nah. Just let him die. Let him get
you're not the only one.
Right. You're still too evil. You killed your parents, dog. Like.
That
you
was
already
like,
Mike Myers
the
the
same way.
situation quite
He don't
early.
want a
So,
redemption arc for Vecna. He want Vecna dead. Like
yeah, like
Yeah.
nah.
I'm just saying, like, don't ruin it. Like, I already know they're going to, and Henry was just running down the street, and you got snatched by and look. Don't you feel bad? Now you feel bad.
Nope. And see, I think anytime
you didn't see that
they
his
have
dad
that-
used to beat him, and
Right?
his mother used to put baking
Kids
soda in
bullied
his
him in
cereal.
school.
He was straight up serial killer in the making. He doesn't get a
Thank you. He
redemption
was
arc.
on some Stewie Griffin shit, and it happened.
Killing
Right.
animals
He
and
made it happen.
everything.
Right, exactly.
There you go.
They tried that. They tried that in Derry with Maddie.
A nice, good.
Man was like,
evil
I'd rather
dude.
go back in the sewers before I go back to my dad. I was like, damn, what the hell, Daddy? Like, damn, you want to go be with it before your papa? He be that bad.
Gotta
You
tell
know
you.
what?
Right.
Right.
Like, you know
Right
what?
there.
If
I
you
don't
just,
even wanna
if
know
you
what-
just actually realize he's a
Oh.
clown,
Trying
trying to
hang
have a
out.
good time.
You can come stay. I can make a pallet. You can come stay with me.
Right. You know what? You
Okay.
just stay in the bell tower. I'll bring you some snacks.
If
That's
it's
what
You're
you
either-
not scared of me.
Baby, you can, I'll get an air mattress.
These big ass teeth don't scare you.
misunderstood
Listen,
white man.
I just,
I mean, honestly, when you go back, every villain thinks they're the hero of their own story. That's the crazy part.
yeah, but I like the crazy
At
ones
least in
that think that
Hollywood,
they are the
not on
heroes to the
Tubi,
very
Jeff.
Yeah.
end. Even Killmonger. No, I don't. I like and I just feel like they're gonna give this man a redemption arc, and I'm gonna be like, ugh.
Nah, I'm trusting the writers. Let's believe.
Yeah.
They've
Like,
been
he just be evil to
very
the
good.
end. Just rotten.
This first half.
Here's the thing.
Thank
Give me
you.
Skeletor. I want a rotten,
I believe
evil villain.
regardless of
That
whatever
gets off from
redemption
being
arc they
evil.
attempt to give
Thank
him,
you.
I think Elle is
what I do.
damaged enough with her trauma, it ain't gonna matter. And she
What?
gonna crumple him like a paper cup when it's all said and done. I think that
there's a lot that's going to come out because we don't know the origins of the lab. How did the lab come to be? How did the lab come to find out about these kids? Who told, you know what I'm saying? Who's behind all of it? Listen, we don't know none of this.
But see, I don't need that.
a lot
I
of
don't
questions.
that portion of things. I don't want them to just give up all the mystery. Like, I need a little bit. Nancy and them are gonna need a little something in the
You
mystery
mean like
box.
going and tracking down different Hawkins labs throughout
like-
the country?
Yeah, like this universe obviously has some sort of weird sources of power. They have
Mhm.
people that are innate espers. So, you know, it's if this is that universe that they live in, like, okay, don't give me everything. But I believe
glanced-
we're dealing with like 70s and 80s and 60s, you know, damn paranoid ass governments at the time who was like, so he's born in 1949. When he got to L, he was 30 something years old.
Oh.
Henry, by the time
Oh.
we see him interacting with L, he was in his damn 30s.
Wow.
So,
So he had been there that whole time.
well,
That's
he
what
had
I'm
been there
saying,
for a
like-
while. Right, he graduated the damn program. You know what I'm saying? So,
I mean, that's kind of what I was saying. I was like, he was more than just a trustee, but because of his power level, they couldn't release him.
no,
They
that
couldn't let
nigga's
him
a
go.
damn trustee. Like, nigga, we ain't letting you out,
Yeah.
but you gonna get some privileges. Nigga, but
No,
you
right,
in
right.
jail,
Yeah,
you
like
know,
a lab
saying
assistant,
you in
like
jail.
he
like a
cleans up
trustee.
and
Like,
doing,
that is-
the
no, he's-
errands or whatever in the building.
He was an
and-
overseer.
I mean,
I looked it up real quick. Eleven's mother was a volunteer test subject in the MK Ultra program.
okay.
I thought
Okay.
that was how, and she gave birth. She tried to get Elle out of the place. They caught her, brought her back,
Right.
electroshock therapy. That's why she
Like she
was in that
okay.
catatonic state towards the end there. But yes,
Okay.
it was the MK Ultra program, essentially. Because remember, the whole thing of that was like, could they give people
Mind control and yeah.
She didn't get it, but the baby
But her
got it.
fetus did. Yeah.
And so once the baby got it, I think from there the doctors started like tracking down all the MK Ultra subjects to find the kids. In which case, then we could probably, come across a lot more, and that would give them like a way to look. And building the lab or the ley line,
Joyce never said anything about anything like that. Although we don't know a damn thing about Will's dad.
Right.
So he's a deadbeat.
And I don't say this being funny, but Joyce do seem a little off on the show. Maybe.
Yeah.
I mean, maybe the results of the MK Ultra, because Joyce has those moments of clarity and gets like super intense.
Okay.
And then she goes back to being loopy and being Joyce. And it's just like, what? Okay. And it's just like, it's a cool thing for the character. But if that has anything to do with.
Yeah. Whatever happened. Yeah. I'm just trying to figure out how they're all connected.
She signed up for the clinical trials. Like, you want me to take it?
I'm just trying to, like RG said, I'm trying to put strings to the pictures and the thumbtacks.
Man, y'all know we can do this.
So the lab and the mind flayer, and then yesterday.
This is the part that I like the most. That's why I be wanting to talk to y'all so we can get this shit figured out.
But you know something, I gotta give them credit.
It's an entertaining. In season 4. I didn't call none of that.
Yeah.
In season 4?
Yeah, everything. The only thing that I think the only thing I thought for sure that Eddie was going to die because he was the new kid. And I was like, Bob died, so Eddie will probably die. Yeah.
But I honestly don't think they're going to kill Delightful Derek because he literally is a child.
Yeah.
Right. And I think that's what excludes him. And I think that since all the other characters, I can understand and agree to a point with Jeff. And that's why I was kind of like, Elle is a given. Given that she feels that she's the only one who's strong enough to be able to stop Vecna and whatnot. And maybe she is the only person with the capabilities. The two of them, they fall into the fire pit together kind of thing.
And there's no happily ever after for her.
And the fact that she wanted to see those waterfalls is what makes it tug on the heartstrings for it to be her.
A remake of season 1, except she's gone for good.
Yeah. Something along because she already stated that like she was the only one that can take out Vecna. Like she truly believes that Hopper can't do it, even though
that doesn't mean she's right.
It does not mean she's right at all. And like, I think the combined strength of like her, 8, and Will now.
Right. Because I'm like, if she could take out Vecna, she'd have took out Vecna.
Right.
She was confident as shit when she walked into that fight. She was ready. You know what I'm saying? Like she was on 10 when she walked into that fight and he handed her behind.
Well, didn't they have those things that had went off? She was fresh off of those army beams that had her shut down before that Vecna fight started.
Not in season 4.
Oh, season 4. I'm sorry. That's okay. Yeah.
But see, it's like,
but I mean, she still wasn't. She's not. She don't know the extent of her powers, right? Like
That's true. That is true.
And
maybe
I think it also
with that though, because 8 has been being experimented on and pushed to her limits. She knows her powers, so maybe that's where Dr. K comes in. Dr. K is like, well,
we can do some.
We found if you take this shot, it amplifies your powers by such and such.
Yeah, like who knows? I
don't
want to die.
No, sir.
I wasn't sure how, but I didn't call Max at all, especially after episode 4. I'm just like, well, good, she's good. We're gonna make it through. No, we're in the clear, So I know telling, and I just know they're gonna hurt my feelings, and I just don't.
You know what I will say, and this is super minor, but I'm glad they've only given us snippets of running up that hill because I don't want to hear that song anymore.
Fuck no, Jesus Christ!
Even
when it was playing in the background, it was irking me. I was like, all right.
I come out of the coma like, please burn that tape. What's Run DMC talking about? I don't want to hear none of this.
They couldn't have another.
Because after they played it, and it was in the episodes, and it was such a big part of the story and whatnot. And okay, cool. That Kate Bush song, that was her favorite song. It was what allowed her to stay connected. That was her tether. All of that. Beautiful. It's fantastic. And the first 30 times I heard the song, it was okay. The next 30 times I heard the song, it was getting a little old. Then the song got popular in real life because of the show.
Because of the show.
And that was the problem.
And
oh my God.
Like myself, I was never a Kate Bush fan in the first place. She got 2 good songs. Other than that, she's not my cup of tea. So yeah, I'm glad
played good for the.
I think that's awesome. 20 years later or whatever, you know what I'm saying? Get more power to you, girl. Get your bag ran up. I hope you go on tour. All of the things. But
yeah, I mean,
the song was good for the moment. Like listening to the song, the music in it is very powerful. It's emotive.
Right. No, I
was like, go ahead, girl.
Tell you what song gave me my life this season, and that was Tiffany.
Awesome.
Because I was a Tiffany girl. Okay, I was a Tiffany, Debbie Gibson.
I think most of y'all were back then.
So when I seen the tape, I was like, I know that tape.
Yep.
I think we're alone now.
I know that tape.
It's a very secretive
that
song.
That wasn't my favorite song on that tape. Okay.
It's a very decisive song. Very divisive song. I think we're alone now. So good.
Listen, I was like 9. I didn't know nothing about a Beatle. Okay. Tiffany was it for me. Yeah. I knew about the Beatles because of Yellow Submarine, but I didn't know they was the Beatles. They was just the funny man in the cartoon.
Yeah.
You need mushrooms. Mushroom. You don't need mushrooms to enjoy Yellow Submarine, but it just does make it. Yeah.
Listen, you need something. You need some MKO.
Let's just say you begin to understand why.
If you don't, then it's a really odd watch. It's a really odd watch sober. I'll say that. Just a unique viewing experience.
You can definitely tell the 60s was involved in that movie. Like when you watch Tommy, you know there was a whole heap of a pile of.
They had Quaaludes. They had Quaaludes.
She never did drugs, but she did drugs on that set. If you ever seen her play the Acid Queen.
All right, so ladies, I'm gonna give you all each. We're gonna do 30 minutes, and we will cover some Wicked for about 30 minutes. I jump in a little bit here and there. Teresa has seen it.
I agree. That's how I felt about Wicked, Jeff.
Is Jeff coming in, or is Jeff?
Well, I'm officially
Jeff here officially, and
I'm moving on from the Stranger Things, and I am letting Jeff know since he's a part of this. I'm letting him know.
Yes, please swap out for me for a minute.
He said he hasn't seen Wicked, so he might not want to talk about that either.
Oh, okay, he's viewing tonight.
I definitely have not seen Wicked.
As much
he is here in spirit, so I'm good with it.
Bragged and boasted about the first one. You ain't see the second one either. Come on now.
Okay.
Right. Well, I thought you seen Wicked. Wow, I really thought he seen.
He said it earlier that he hadn't seen it.
Oh wow. Okay.
I didn't know that he wasn't coming in.
And we don't have to do Wicked now because I've taken my hormones and I'm going to be loopy in a few minutes.
Woohoo!
I was just going to say it is 10:30. Listen,
and that's why I was like, okay, you know what, we can.
I'll say before
I
go.
This was a lively stranger.
Did you watch The Running Man? Have y'all seen that?
I have not, and I want to get to it.
We did see. What was it? There was something else came out that I wanted to see that we saw.
I'm going to see Now You See Me 3 this weekend.
Oh.
Because I didn't get a chance to see it because I had to watch Wicked and then I watched The Running Man. So.
I haven't seen any Now You See Me.
Brandy's going to write a nasty letter.
The second one was okay, but the third one is bringing back the original cast and everything. So I'm excited about it. Like, I'm not going to lie. Okay. I really like the first one.
Yeah, I do like her over the second girl.
Yeah, I do.
That would be. See, to me, Now You See Me that's a good like. Ooh, that's available. Let's watch that.
Wow. It's an awesome heist movie.
As you would say, that's a streaming for me. Oh, Wicked is what we went to see. Yeah, that was.
I got you. All right, I dig it.
Week of my birthday, we went to see something. I liked it. I can't remember. Shit, it was Wicked.
Wicked. That's what I'm saying. Like, there's not much out. There's a couple of things that I've seen previews for because there's a new Knives Out that I want to see. Thank you, Jeff.
Yes.
That was where I was at. I was like, ugh.
So
I do feel like, and y'all know I don't like Cynthia Erivo, but I do want to say this because we're live. While she is not my favorite person, and she has said things that I do not agree with, and her and Ariana are weird, and there's a whole lot to unpack and whatever the hell that's going on, I do find it to be very
demi-normal,
anti. How do I say that? I need Jeff here with his kufi. I find it to be anti-Black the way they make Cynthia masculine, because Cynthia is smaller than Ariana. And the things that I've seen people depict her as this big hulking man type running to save her. And I don't like that. She is not. She plays into the whole masculine, feminine kind of thing, but I don't like that, because it's one of those things where I'm like, okay, because as soon as one of us does something, then it's open season and it gets ugly. And we can make those jokes and we can say those conversations and we can talk about how fucking weird those two are without being
unnecessarily disrespectful in regards to the masculinity of a Black woman.
Yes, because they're weird, and we can definitely talk about what the fuck is going on. Are they?
Because honestly,
you know how Ariana is. I don't put nothing past her. So, like, at this point, is this even in the movie? I was like, are we?
I don't understand how somebody who visually looks like they are under 100 pounds soaking wet can be portrayed as masculine at all.
Yeah,
there is no aspect of her at all that should be associated with that. If anything, you know what I'm saying?
I'm just saying she looks like a bird, like a delicate little baby bird. Make fun of that.
Right, exactly.
Like,
I'm not, but you know something, Brandy, I have stopped myself from watching those type of criticisms of of our artists, and I've only done that simply because of how it makes me feel. It fucks with my spirit, and I realize that the internet is a place that a lot of people use because they know they won't get punched in the face. Like the people say a lot of things that you would not say at a bar. This is not a conversation we would have face to face, and you would make this comment about her. You would give this critique of her. You would talk about this and then like that. So, and then I just found that happening a lot with media in general, and it was like I just stopped because I'm like, dude, no. You would not, no.
Right, Jeff, exactly. And it was so over the top. It's so, like, talk about that. Talk about
Lord. Oh, God.
I'll say Kitty Pryde.
If that is the reason, Jeff, it's
okay.
Terrible. Oh, my God. If it's intentional on her part, if it's intentional
every
on her
interview
part,
with the holding hands and the sobbing and falling into each other. You had red socks? Oh, red socks. Like, girl, okay. All right.
Yeah. I mean, honestly, it really felt to me
something happened to them. Like, even Michelle Yeoh is tiny, tiny, tiny. I saw her on a red carpet. You could see every one of her ribs. Now, you know I love.
It's the curse
Michelle
of the
Yeoh.
Wizard of Oz. It's the curse.
I've never seen her.
You know the original writer,
like thin.
So you know the original writer of the Wizard of Oz, like the book. The original writer, that dude is like super fucking racist. Like he's super fucked up.
Well, I don't know,
and then there was a whole bunch of shit that happened.
PTSD or something from this movie. Like, what the hell is wrong with y'all?
The franchise is cursed.
It is definitely
comes from bad spirits.
An interesting look, because in the first movie,
except
Cynthia
for the ways.
Erivo has a very
normal.
She's a very actually. You know what?
She's
I'm gonna keep it a buck. She looked really good as Elphaba.
Yes.
Like, I understand Fiyero. I get it. Absolutely.
Yes.
Cynthia Erivo looked very good as Elphaba in the first movie. She looked very good as Elphaba in the second
movie. Yes.
In the first movie, Ariana Grande was very cute. Just like Ariana Grande is always cute.
Yes.
In the second movie, I thought it was designed to be intentional for her character because Elphaba's gone. She's holding this lie.
Right.
She's having to fake it. And she just looks stressed. I didn't think anything. And so I was like, it fits and that makes sense because I noticed Cynthia Erivo still looks like Elphaba.
Right.
But I felt like from the first movie to the second movie, Ariana Grande got smaller. And then during the entire press run, Cynthia Erivo got smaller. And now
this is not, let me be clear. This is not me body shaming. Okay.
Not at all.
Finn is gorgeous. Okay. I always wanted to be a 5 foot tall, a 5'11" tall, 100-pound supermodel. I love lean. I love thin. I am not shaming anyone's body. This is concern. As someone who has seen people with disorders, it is concerning to me because they were already teeny tiny little girls, not girls, women. Ariana Grande has always been very little and petite. Cynthia, but Cynthia was muscular too. Like I remember watching videos of her, probably Jeff, when she was trying to show everybody she could be Storm. I've seen workout videos of Cynthia, where she was muscular, more. You know what I mean? So this isn't about me being like, oh no, they need a sandwich. I'm not saying that. I'm saying that there's a point where Michelle Yeoh was signing autographs and you could see her vertebrae in her back because she had on a low cut dress.
I mean,
I've never seen her like that ever. And I've been following her career for 2 decades. I've never seen her look like that. So it's concern, not shaming. I'm like, was there something traumatic that happened on the set with the women? Was somebody mean to them? Was somebody like, y'all look fat, or you know what I mean? Like,
I mean, I understand exactly what you're saying. And that's even the point I'm making. In a lot of her previous works, when she was the Blue Fairy in the Pinocchio movie. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. She was small. She had the bald head. She looked like she looks similar in terms of style that she looks now, but she still looked like her, you know. And it's just like it's specifically these two next to each other over the course of time.
Yes,
and that's the thing that has just drawn all the attention. And it's a very interesting situation. And the fact that there are tons of memes out there.
I agree.
People
is it
doing
Ranisha?
All of the skits.
I agree. Like, I don't know. And again,
there's definitely a difference.
I'm not trying to shame anyone. I just want to be very clear in that I have no issues with anybody's body whatsoever. But I am like, it's a very noticeable thing, and I'm concerned. Like we were concerned. Remember when Chadwick started losing weight, and everybody was like, "Oh, he's on drugs and all this other stuff," and then he was sick.
Yeah,
I'm not trying to say that I think they're sick. I am trying to say that there is a noticeable physical difference.
Yeah, no, I mean, it's not even about
like what is happening.
This is not a matter of opinion. This is a matter of visual proof. Like they don't look the way they did in the movie. It's like
I don't want that to take away from. I liked the story. Like I said, of course the movie was absolutely amazing. I loved the tie-ins. Dorothy, I love that we didn't see Dorothy, like,
because it wasn't about
Dorothy. It was, right. Like this isn't about Dorothy, but I love the Tin Man and the Scarecrow. And it's like, when you read the Wizard of Oz books, they do give more insight, but this is a whole new retelling. And I appreciated that. There's a song that Ariana and Cynthia did, a song that Ariana did that was new, that wasn't in the musical, that I appreciated. I thought she sounded amazing. She looked amazing.
Yeah.
She performed amazingly. She acted. Both of them actually.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, and
absolutely.
People they did do some weird shit for with the press and all of that, but they played the roles just absolutely.
Their press tour is nothing to like nothing.
And this is why I said. I was like, I don't want to get into the Stranger Things shit. Like, I don't even want to get into it. I don't want to hear about it. I don't want to research it because I don't want the outside to affect, because it really did. It really did affect the way that I felt going into see Wicked 2. I was just like, ugh, here we go. And I knew it was going to be good. I love that crap.
It was good. My biggest complaint, and I won't even say it was a complaint, but as I was mentioning earlier, I don't feel like every story needs a happy ending. And I think sometimes a realistic ending can be just as good and just as powerful as a nice, warm, fuzzy, happy ending. And I said, I had to make it a point, like when we were watching the movie, there's a moment, spoiler tag. Okay, good. Spoiler tag. So when she was like pumping the water into the bucket, and I was like, okay, yeah, like we know how this goes. Oh, so she's just going to sacrifice herself to save Glenn. Oh, like, okay, I see what's happening here. I had to immediately tell myself, this is not the book. This is based on the stage play, which was based on the book, but it's not a 1-for-1. So just watch. Okay, cool. So she's going to sacrifice herself. It's a great plan. It makes sense. It will work. And she can make sure that her friend will get her happily ever after. So I was with it. I was right there. And then when they showed the shadow, I was like, huh. Oh, hell. My wife was like, what? I was like, nope, because I'm about to do it. She was like, what? I said, no, because I'm going to fuck it up for you. It's like, I'm going to mess it up for you. She was like, and then we watching, and I'm looking over at my wife, and she's crying. I'm like, nope. And then they cut back, and Scarecrow come walking in, and he opened a little trap door. I was like, see, this bullshit. That was like, and I guess it was just because there was some part of me that's like always accepted that water kills the Wicked Witch. Water kills the Wicked Witch. And she avoided water the entire movie. Both movies, you know what I'm saying? So it's like, it wasn't that element didn't exist. But then you just like, nah, we was just playing. We're not going to do that. Like, and that was so...
She just like being dirty.
I was just like, oh, why would that... Like, that is... This is their version of the movie, so I can't be like mad about it. But it's just like,
no, Teresa, please.
That's the thing.
No, seriously.
You saw it on my face.
I did.
Yeah, no, and
I'm interested. I'm very interested.
I want your response. I do. I want your response. And like I said, this isn't like, oh, they didn't follow the book but it's like the story of the Wicked Witch. Like every time in every version of the Wicked Witch, it's always been the water kills the Wicked Witch.
In every
it's like
version
vampires
of
don't
the
die
Wizard
by
of
getting
Oz.
sting.
This is not the Wizard of Oz.
True.
This is a completely different book. And then it's a musical based loosely off the book and a movie based on the musical that was loosely based on the book. You probably saw my post earlier in the week, and because I'm in a couple of wicked groups, and I'm probably going to have to get out of because I'm going to cuss somebody out because they keep making stupid statements and asking stupid questions because they want it to be the Wizard of Oz, and it is not the Wizard of Oz. And also, certain people who look, certain people want Glinda to be the good guy. They want her to be the heroine. And so they can go wear their pink dresses and their tiaras and, they can cosplay and feel good about themselves. This is not about Glinda.
No,
absolutely.
It's about Elphaba. And if you cannot get that through your head, then
they made her better in the movie.
Just stop. Right. This was never about Glinda.
A redemption for her in the movie that did not exist.
Right. It's not about her. And if you read the books, you know that the whole thing is a fucking allegory on racism.
Right.
Again, it's not going to be about Glinda. It's just not. And it's not going to be a happy, and I'm tired.
I get that.
Glinda was never the good guy.
Never.
Glinda.
Even in the original Wizard of Oz,
even in the Wizard of Oz, she wasn't the good guy.
Because you mean to tell me you done sent me out here to assassinate the witch when you could have sent me home 5 minutes after I got here?
Put me in this woman's shoes.
The movie would have been 2 minutes long if when the house came down on the witch, if Glinda had said, put the shoes on, click your heels, and say there's no place like home, and your ass will be right back on that farm with Annie M.
But
no.
They showed the reason she didn't send Dorothy right home is because she ain't got no fucking powers. You can't do nothing.
In this.
Right. She doesn't have any powers, but she also knew that the wizard didn't have any either.
Right.
She just
so she
went
sent
along.
her on this cross-country trek, and she wasn't going to get home from that either.
Facts. Because they didn't have a problem with Elphaba when Idina Menzel was playing her. Elphaba was clearly the hero.
Right. But even then, it was still about discrimination and racism because she was green. The problem you have now is that the lady under the green is black.
Is black.
And it's ridiculous.
Yes, it is.
Yeah.
And just, just the whole thing from the very beginning, when we went to see the first movie and there were people, I showed up in my green combat boots because I've been pro Elfie from the beginning. You got people coming in their little tiaras and their pink dresses and Glinda the Good Witch and stuff. And by the end of the movie, they're fucking traumatized because they realize that Glinda is not a good guy.
Good guy.
Facts. He's not a good person.
But again, why are you going into anything that has anything to do with the Wizard of Oz thinking that Glinda is the good guy?
Right.
Yeah.
Glinda was never the good guy, ever.
Are you
in any way, shape, or form?
I've never liked that movie. It just wasn't for me. But I'm so old that when regular TV, this movie was so groundbreaking because it starts out black and white and then it turns color and it's so groundbreaking that they show the movie on TV every year.
Easter.
And it was such a big thing. It was like Charlie Brown Christmas or whatever. The Wizard of Oz.
We watched it. Like the Ten Commandments.
I have probably seen that movie a dozen times. Conservatively. Yes. But I've never liked the movie. It was always kind of creepy to me. And even I knew that Glinda was not the good guy.
Yeah.
She was no one to aspire to being.
She was manipulative. She used the little girl to get her means done. She lied and conspired. was a conspirator with the wizard, even in the original.
Come on, your sister just died. You like, oh, take her red bottoms
real quick.
She was so good just because her wardrobe was good. That dress was the bomb, blue sparkly and the big crown.
She came down in the big
nice
bubble.
and whitewashed, nice and whitewashed.
Yeah.
And
I mean, everything they did to present Glinda was a facade. She couldn't fly, so they had to give her a machine that could fly.
Right. She couldn't do shit.
You know what I'm saying? Like, she couldn't perform the different. Like, you're in a school for magic and you have no magic, and you only got there because your parents made a nice hefty donation to get you in. You've been getting by this whole time on your looks.
Charm.
You don't get the guy.
Right.
I absolutely understand how Glinda is like down for the cause to let things play out the way they want to play out. Like you said, giving her that little bit of redemption arc when she like let Fiyero leave and like let Fiyero and Glinda leave. At that point, I knew she was like, and I got to give credit to Ariana because I was like, that girl looked hurt.
Right.
hurt. She was like, wait, you two?
If you see the movie as many times as I have, you see facial expressions from Ariana, and you're like, she acted her ass off in that movie. You knew exactly what she was feeling, what that character was feeling in that moment.
Now,
absolutely.
Everything, and I will say that despite I have these initial trigger moments, you know what I'm saying? And when the witch didn't die, because it's like you said, I've seen, so my wife loves The Wizard of Oz, The Wiz, Return to Wonderland.
Return to Oz, because Return to Oz scared the hell out of me when I was a kid.
But Return to Oz, my wife she loves it. And so like all the collector stuff I have, she has the box set Blu-ray Wizard of Oz, because that was a gift I got for her 1 year she loved. And I've seen The Wizard of Oz so many times, much like you were saying, because it comes on every year. That's one of those things where when we're flipping channels, don't let The Wizard of Oz be on, because it's going to stay on. Now we will turn.
Not in my house.
Hold on. We will turn on.
I watched it a lot as a kid. A lot. I'm over it now.
We'll turn on The Wiz, but if The Wizard of Oz happens to be on, then the TV's just going to stay on that channel because The Wizard of Oz is on.
It's one of those. I'm like that with John Wick.
And
I don't know why.
I've seen it a million programmed times in my head. The water kills the witch. That part of it. I didn't want Elphaba because before it was just the Wicked Witch of the West. I didn't know nothing about her. Then somebody was like, "Hey, you should read these books," and I thank you all so much for convincing me to read that shit because I love that book. I like.
Did you read Son of a Witch?
I like Son of a Witch. So of course it's like I accepted that Elphaba used the trapdoor kind of thing. And I want to come back to a comment here. Where was it? There it is. I like that she used the trapdoor. The castle was owned by, it was Fiyero's family castle. So he knew that the castle was there. And I don't necessarily, like, this is again one of those things that's a little different. This scarecrow, it wasn't that he didn't have a brain. He was just a scarecrow, so he wouldn't feel pain and couldn't get hurt.
And wouldn't die, right.
And wouldn't die. So he's still Fiyero. He's just unkillable Fiyero. Like, he's undying. He's immortal Fiyero now. And he's changed. But he was the one who told her to go to his family castle and, that whole bit. So that's how she got there. She had time to like prep and set everything up. She had her prep time. And she used that to, set up this great plan and executed it flawlessly. And everybody thinks she did. So she get to go live happily ever after. And she get, like in the end, she won her man. Like, go ahead, go Elphaba. I am happy that she gets to go off into the sunset because at the end of the day, my girl deserved it. Absolutely deserved it. Poor life growing up, parents that were just all over the place.
So like that's not how the movie ends. Your brain is going, that's not how the movie ends.
And she really didn't get to go off into the sunset either. She went off into the wasteland with a damn scarecrow.
I was going to say, she went off into the unknown.
So the minority woman, in this case, not the black woman, but the green woman, yeah, she wins, but what, she got a booby prize.
Yeah. Yeah.
Half a man. Yay.
It's not a matter of being guilty. It's just, being open to.
It's not a necessity. And like I told you,
I haven't seen
the books are really heavy.
Yes.
Really,
I haven't seen the play.
Really dense.
So it was all I had for context was the book. And then I was able to find a lot of the play online.
Yeah.
And
I think the whole thing is on YouTube. Well, it was.
It might be.
Right after the first one came out, it was on YouTube. I don't know if maybe they've scrubbed it or what.
It is.
No, that's absolutely what it was about.
The books, I'll put it this way. You're absolutely right about that is the point of the movie. But also in the books, there's a lot more undercurrent of like political and kind of societal things going on. So when we're talking about, over here, that's more based off of the book and the play as opposed to the movie, but you're not wrong. It's just a multi-tiered thing.
Right.
And in fairness,
and also add to that, what if the hero doesn't look like what you think the hero is supposed to look like? Are we prepositioned? Predisposition? What's the word, Jeff?
Yeah.
Predetermined. Are we predetermined to instinctively, demonize someone based off of
two people
just
and
their
you think,
skin
well,
tone?
that one's the hero because I know what they look like. That one, you're different, so you must be the villain.
You must be the villain, right?
And people keep asking in the little groups, why didn't? Well, I mean, I understand with the silhouettes and everything, but why didn't they show Dorothy and why didn't they focus on Dorothy? I'm like, it's not
Dorothy's story.
Dorothy got her own movie. Don't watch that.
Dorothy got 2 movies.
Right.
Dorothy got 3 movies if you count The Wiz.
This ain't Dorothy. This is healthy.
Right.
Chill.
And I will say that I was pleased that they did not get into like those were Easter eggs. The lion, the Tin Man. That was
Speaking
like
of Nesta Rose. Hello.
Ooh, that Tin Man, like I was totally wrapped up in how he became the Tin Man and didn't have like that was so good.
Pissed, and I was
like, look, that was amazing. And I was okay with like at first I thought I was like unhappy with Fiyero being the Scarecrow and whatnot, but then it was like, okay, you know what? I see how this is like that actually works because it was a rushed, like she was just trying to save his life.
Right.
And didn't even know that it was going to turn him into a scarecrow.
A scarecrow, right.
She wasn't like, let's make him of hay. And she was just like, don't let him die.
Let's make him not feel pain and not die. But it was the same with the Tin Man. She was just trying to save his life too, to let him live without a heart because of what's her name? Nessa did.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But he got so upset and
he was so pissed.
all on her, the wicked witch, when she saved his life.
And the lion. I was like, what is the lion?
When
people have been going in on the lion too, that calling him a raggedy bitch. She saved his life.
She literally saved him though.
He was so timid and cowardly. He felt more at home in the cage, in captivity, than in freedom.
Now here's
Jeff.
Wait.
Jeff, this is why you need to be in these conversations.
Hold on, and I'm gonna make it even deeper. So you mean the lady that played Harriet Tubman saved a character who could have been saved if he knew he was trapped?
Free, but your mind,
if he knew he was trapped, if he even knew that he was trapped, if more animals knew that they could be saved, how many could she have saved then?
Hallelujah.
Yous don't have to live like this in Oz.
I'm trying to tell you.
Please could be free.
Don't you let that wizard tell you what to do.
Use your voice.
I'm just saying.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. But you took the wrong part of that message out. Go to the other part.
Right.
Go to the other part.
Yeah, Harriet definitely would have shot that lion.
Bars. So I mean, it's yeah. There's a lot in that movie that a lot of people couldn't catch, and I think there's a lot in that movie that could not have been delivered if it hadn't been a Cynthia Erivo playing the part of Elphaba.
You think?
I truly believe, and not someone like Cynthia Erivo had to be Elphaba for a lot of the messages of the story to come through.
See, now I just cussed out this dude because he was like something about her being black, and I was like, yes, but Elphaba, the character is not a black character. The character is green. Cynthia Erivo is not playing a black woman; she's playing Elphaba,
like a green woman. And but it's like you can also look and tell that Nessa was clearly mixed. You know what I'm saying? Wasn't no question about that. But they also like looked like they lived in an Ozian society where they don't see black or white. Good for them. Congratulations. Green was a problem.
Right.
Because green was the other. At the end of the day,
her and good old Jeff Goldblum was swilling it down and spreading it wide.
Anytime you have others.
Hit him with the Mama Braxton.
Okay. So but I did love that he got the little green flask and about lost it, and I was like, that's what you get.
That was you.
That's what you get.
Dirty.
Your old home.
Right.
Facts.
Home wrecker. And then it's like you wasn't there the whole time. And the thing that got me was like, at what point did Elphaba figure it out? Because I was looking at it and I was like, the fact that she left that specifically so that it would get back. And I'm trying to recall, I think it was like when they were having the musical number and he was like trying to convince her to come back, and then he takes out the little bottle, he takes a sip or whatnot, and then she's like, because then she kind of like snapped out of it and went back to, I need these guarantees in place. And then that's when Glenda comes in and like the whole thing gets ruined. It just, I am, despite my initial knee-jerk reaction, I am glad that Elphaba got her happily ever after-esque ending. Happy. I just like her ever after.
Wasn't happy. Yeah. She lived, but it wasn't happily ever after.
Right.
They were going to do that.
They could have just let her die in like a blaze of glory, and it would have been like, okay, well, at least she, went out like a G.
Right.
And
she got to be around to fuck with Dorothy. She's got to be around to fuck with Dorothy. Got to avenge her sister.
Just like, okay.
At the end of the day, though,
even as a kid, So real quick, just even as a kid watching The Wizard of Oz, even as a child watching that movie, and it scared me because I was scared of the monkeys. I was just really terrified of the monkeys. But anyway,
monkeys have always.
Even as a kid, I was like, those are her sister's shoes. Why she took her sister's shoes? I'm really just tripping off Teresa because I don't understand how anybody could go into anything that has to do with the Wizard of Oz and think Glinda was the good guy.
Because people are predisposed to look at people and assume the sparkly white, pink, and all of that has to be the good person.
Everybody knows the Wizard of Oz.
Blinders on.
Yeah. Pretty privilege.
You see what you want to see. You see a fairy princess. That's all you see. when that's what you want to see.
Well, there you go. That's the point of the movie.
Yep. And ultimately, like all of the good things that happen in Oz in the end, while Galinda gets to take credit for it, those were all the changes that came as a result of everything Elphaba did.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah.
The fuck is on my TV right now? Okay, that's okay. It is like, wait, what is this anime? Okay, it's us talking about something, so it has to be okay. All in all, I will say I did enjoy Wicked. I thought it was a fantastic movie. Wicked for Good, equally fantastic movie. And we probably won't get Son of a Witch. I don't think there's.
Oh no, there's not anything. That's not. That is definitely a niche that needs to just stay a book. Like I don't think they need to.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Yeah. That's too. That's too much.
No, I'm just thinking that like if technically Fiyero and Elphaba are out in the void,
the movie needs Cliff Notes.
Wasteland, right?
You know what I'm saying? That the opportunity for Son of a Witch is there, but a lot of the elements that would be necessary to tell that story are no longer in play. Right. They're no longer in play.
But we're not getting that. What we are getting is, I mean, not only are we not getting that from, the book that's already out there, already written, McGuire is writing a new book, which will eventually end up being a movie because of the success of these two, about fucking Galinda. Excuse my language. He's writing a new book, which is a prequel
from her perspective,
talking about Glinda's origin story. And, and everybody's like, oh, wonderful, we're getting a new book. And I'm like, who gives a rat's ass?
Who asked for this?
Again, I don't need redemption. I don't need her story. Why do I need her story?
Right. Why do we need the story of a non-magical,
selfish, rich,
magical person?
I watch Clueless. If that's the case, what the fuck I need to watch Galinda's story for?
But he's writing a whole new book,
and at least Clueless was
all kinds of money to write this book, and I'm sure he's already got a movie deal because people want to see more of.
Yeah, because it's already Galinda Deluxe Limited Edition, $30 at Target.
There you go.
I'm so good on that. Now, he did do a book that wasn't. I'm trying to find. That's why I look. Confessions of an Ugly Stepsister. That was good. If they do a book about that, a movie about that, I'm all in.
You know what? I don't know if I read that one.
I have not, but I will.
My mind's so bad, I probably did and forgot.
I have a 5-book series on the Disney Villain series. I used one of my credits. I was like, oh, okay, cool. Grabbed it. And my wife said she was interested in it, and we're logged in on the thing there. So I was like, okay, I'll check it out. I haven't started listening to it yet because I'm listening to randomly Ghost Hound. Imposter Syndrome this fall. If it gets spin, I could dig that now.
What?
But
if they show her as the evil person she always was and show how manipulative and how she set everything up, yeah, I'll read that.
I mean,
it ends like Gone Girl.
He's an interesting writer, so I mean, I'm not gonna say he won't do it. I won't say he won't do it because he definitely made Elphaba the hero of his book, Wicked. Like he took it from that perspective, so he already kind of understands the manipulation of Glinda. So maybe that's the way the book is gonna go.
Well, Confessions of an Ugly Stepsister, I'm sure you can figure out what that's about.
Right.
And from whose perspective. So he is good at that.
It's $3 on Audible, so it's going in the library.
Oh shit, $3. I grabbed I grabbed that for $3. I'll get that for $3. Okay. That was my man. You said at a RoboCop. I'll buy that for $1.
I'll buy that for $1.
Right. If it's only $3, I get that. Shit.
Did y'all like
I won't
that
even
remake?
have to. The Joel Kinnaman remake of RoboCop.
Yeah.
It was serviceable.
I didn't hate. Right. Like I didn't hate it.
That's how I felt about The Running Man. I was like, man, it was.
You know what?
It.
I'm gonna tell you what was okay. A dude got turned into a cyborg and shot a lot of shit. He was on a cool ass motorcycle, and it was actiony, and it had a name that I already had positive feelings towards.
Yeah, but
that's how
like
I feel about
The
Running Man. That's how I feel about The Running Man.
Right. The RoboCop, I was like, this don't feel like RoboCop. I felt the same way about Judge Dredd. I was like, this feel like it don't feel fluffy.
Oh, but I loved Dredd though.
Oh, I was about to say, wait a minute.
Yeah, I
like Carl Urban as Judge Dredd. That was fucking fantastic.
Yes.
But y'all probably read the comics.
I have read a lot of those.
I'm familiar with it. I can't say I'm a Dredd comic fan, but
I like.
He was definitely closer to the comic book Dredd.
I like Carl Urban.
That's what I'm saying. Like all I know is the movie
more than I like Sylvester Stallone as Dredd. Whereas
there you go.
I think Peter Weller was a better RoboCop than the cool Joel Kinnaman RoboCop.
That is same.
Because the biggest selling point was it was better CGI, it was a better suit, like he was shiny and had the red visor and shit. I mean, he looked cool as fuck. Like I give him that. They did a good job with the visuals of RoboCop and having the little bike and everything. Like, all the pieces were in place. But that wasn't the same movie by any means.
Right.
And so you take all the sparkly shiny off of it, and it's like, So that's why it's like, I don't hate it.
They don't tend to be as gritty. Like I heard, didn't they do a remake of or trying to talk about Demolition Man? And I'm like, leave stuff alone sometimes.
Yeah. Leave it, yeah.
It seems to be like once you hit when you get to like 10 years, it seems okay to do a reboot. When you hit like 20 plus years, it's okay to do a remake.
I mean, I guess.
I'm not condoning
generation.
that.
Stupid next generation.
Some things I think should just remain classics. And they don't need to be revisited at all.
Saying, man.
That's just my opinion.
Yeah.
Like, don't remake Citizen Kane.
Yeah.
There are some that like. I don't think that list is as big as we think, though.
There's some that it doesn't matter, right? Every 10, 15 years or so, they do another Little Women. And it never takes away from any of the Little Women's before it. It's just its own story for this generation. Like some movies, you can definitely, The Shop Around the Corner became You've Got Mail. And you know what I'm saying? Like there are definitely movies that people have brought into because A Star is Born. That's the Lady Gaga is the third version of that.
Right.
And Little Women is one of my favorite books. It's one of my favorite stories. And I don't think we need a modern retelling. No. I just mean they keep recasting in like the same time period with new actresses. Yeah, but they've redone it for the modern time a couple of times too. Oh, why? Who? I know that. And it was horrible. About that. Absolutely horrible. I hate that.
There it is, y'all.
No.
There's a show, Brandy. We can put this one right next to. We're gonna do a two-parter with this.
Yeah, that's a good idea.
Movies people don't talk about, and now we'll do movies that are untouchable. Boom. That's
Meanwhile, my favorite Little Women is the one with Elizabeth Taylor and June Allison from the freaking 40s.
Yes.
Little Women's Little Woman.
I bawled my eyeballs out. And I like that.
Leaving it
Yes,
alone.
me too. I'm upset about that's how I felt about Sabrina. There's a movie called Sabrina with Audrey Hepburn that had Humphrey Bogart. I say that because I have his picture because he's the man. Humphrey Bogart and William Holden. Amazing movie. Okay. Audrey Hepburn, for crying out loud. In the 90s, late 90s, early 2000s, they redid it with Harrison Ford and I can't even Julia Ormond, and it was tragic. Like, leave stuff alone. Like, it's just,
Right.
leave it alone. Breakfast at Tiffany's. Leave it alone.
People love nostalgia sells. Nostalgia sells.
Re-release it then.
I mean, I think they would do better sometimes.
Musical is not the same as Color Purple. Movie, got you. Leave the movie alone. Leave the movie alone. I don't need y'all to do.
I think it has a lot to do.
They don't need to do that anymore. I actually enjoyed the movie musical, though.
I like the musical, but I can separate those two things, right? Like, those are two distinctly different things.
Right.
Leave the movie alone. Leave it alone.
Not to take anything away or overhype it, but I don't think anybody can give me the performance that Whoopi gave me every time I watch it.
Every time I watch Danny Glover.
Yeah, like there is no. Let me tell you something. Even to this day, if Danny Glover look upset, I have a reaction to it. You know what I'm saying? It's
that movie is the most quoted movie in Black culture.
Right. Absolutely.
You show is ugly.
Okay.
Leave it alone.
Better not tell nobody but God.
Leave it alone.
No, and I mean, you don't even have to quote it.
48 hours.
Exactly.
Leave it alone.
Who this woman?
There you go, right there.
Till you do right by me.
Leave it alone. Like, there's movies that I'm like, y'all cannot remake these movies good.
To beat me? Come on.
They're not going to be the same.
Look, like, if I got to leave somebody I don't want to leave, all right, I'm going to holler at y'all later. Gotta go.
Just leave it alone. Because I know Hollywood. That movie came out in what, 84? Leave it alone. Don't.
Right.
Yeah. I think somewhere, somehow, though, there is somebody that's like, and truthfully, I think Steven Spielberg, I don't know who has like the rights or whatnot, but Steven Spielberg's still out here making movies. I don't think anybody gonna fuck with that as long as Steven's still around. Because who he gonna give his blessing to? Steven got black kids. He's not gonna let you fuck with his movie.
Just leave it alone. You know, let a movie be a classic.
I'm fine with it.
And even a cult classic, because, you know, I've been hearing for years that they were going to redo the Never-Ending Story.
Nope.
No, don't do that.
Leave
if there's no titties in that movie, it's not the real thing.
And even, you know, even with the advancements of CGI and technology, we don't need that. we just leave it alone.
Leave it alone. No, but he was the one who said, I'm gonna make this Black movie. I'm gonna put my name on this Black movie and get it distribution and national coverage in a way that it would not have gotten if Steven Spielberg's name wasn't attached to it. So I gotta give him his props.
I'm gonna make the hell out of this Black movie.
Facts.
And so
I'm gonna bring out performances and people and the cinematography and the music, and just leave it alone. Like I said, Coming to America, leave it alone. I don't need not one more 48 hours. Leave it alone. I'm actually surprised they haven't rebooted 48 hours. I'm gonna be honest. Watch I put that in the universe. Let me knock on wood.
The Lost Boys is one of my favorite movies ever. It's because, you know, for years of my life, I was like, you know, once I see a movie once, it's all good. You know, I made my determinations or whatever. The Lost Boys is the first movie that I saw enough times to be able to quote it. I love that movie. I do not need to see it remade.
That's another one that I'm shocked because they redid Fright Night, so I'm really shocked that nobody's touched the Lost Boys. Maybe it's because they know can't nobody redo that saxophone scene, so they just said, you know what, that's a masterpiece, and we just gonna let it be.
Right. And what's the dude I can't even remember his name from 24.
Kiefer Sutherland. Kiefer's my boyfriend back in the day. That's why I'm messed up now. I chose Kiefer over the Jason Patrick.
You know, that's his breakout role.
You don't. Why you gotta kill him? He was just trying to have fun and ride his bike.
He was right.
I just don't understand why people just come out with something new. Put it, you know, put some prompts in the chat GPT and let it give you something new.
Okay, folks, that's it. Because Jeff, you about to make Jeff jump into this damn show.
Oh boy,
we don't have time for that.
I guess I'm like,
I'm just saying, you know, if your mind cannot comprehend something new, if all you can think of is remaking stuff from the 80s, then maybe you just need a little push to come up with something different.
Remake stuff from the 80s that would be a remake. Like
not Hollywood for you.
But a movie like Night of the Comet. They could remake Night of the Comet and it would be great. Because nobody remembers it. It's a cult classic. It's really trashy.
Right.
They could remake that movie and package it and it would be great. And everybody would think it was wonderful.
Yeah, I don't think I'd have a problem with that.
Movies that have like Rocky Horror. Leave it the fuck alone. There's one person that can make Rocky Horror like Tim Curry. Like that person does not exist. He was made to play that part.
Yeah. Don't
be bringing you know what I'm saying? Like sometimes things just need to be what they are.
Right.
I do that.
They're always looking for the formula. They're always looking for the formula. What worked before?
It is interesting.
And if that worked, let's try to do it again.
Change it up a little bit, right? Like make it, but don't make it you can tell the same romantic comedy story 57 different times, 57 different ways with different characters. You know what I'm saying? Like if you want something and you're like, I need a formula that works. Just like, okay.
I think that's why it's so important that we have the success.
Yeah, and they buy the scripts. That's the messed up part. I had a friend, she sold a script for $35,000 10 years ago. And they never did anything with it.
They did something with it. I promise you. They picked it apart, bits and pieces. They own it. It got put into other things. And you don't, like, once they own it, they can do what they want with it, essentially. And so these 3 pages ended up in that, because when writers go to rewrite and fix and redraft and 3rd and 4th, 5th draft, they not just making up this shit. They looking for ways to fill this space, extend this scene. They'll go and they probably pulling some of those off the shelf, tearing out these 3 pages, and we're just gonna stuff that part of the story in right there because it fit.
That's why I didn't know they could do that. I thought if they bought the property, then they were buying the actual property and they would like eventually do something with that script. That hurts. I wouldn't want to sell. It's so terrible, baby.
Somebody could probably want to like a script, read a script, and like a script, and want to pursue the movie. But there's so many moving parts with getting a movie produced. You know what I'm saying? That it gets to a point that like, all right, we like the script. Let's do it.
Facts.
But you can't find anybody to buy in and make it happen. And then the shit just sit. It just sit.
Yeah.
To where nobody, you know what I'm saying? Like,
and Jeff is pointing this out. They shelved it so that nobody else will make it either.
There you go.
Yeah. That's so messed up, man. Hollywood is a machine, bro. I don't know.
It is. It definitely is.
Okay. All right, folks.
I like that Biker Mice from Mars, Ninja Turtles. That's like Silverhawks and what's the Thundercats, and like all of those are in the kind of the same genre.
Follows a trend. They follow a trend, right?
Yeah.
Like we had the rom-com. You know what I'm saying? The rom-com series, all that stuff.
Facts, though. I'm with you, Ranisha. Like,
you know what?
All these ideas floating around, and y'all keep making the same crap and the same sequels,
and
movie rebooting and remaking. Like we're doing another Harry Potter already.
I had to think about it. The Snell movie was called Turbo. I remember that.
The Snell movie was called Turbo. Oh, I only watched that one good time with the kids one day. Damn, I need to watch that.
there was like a handful of like I've watched so many like animated kids movies, and like I think I watched Bolt like once. You know,
Bolt was good. I did watched it once. Yeah. My niece was obsessed with this movie called Cats Don't Dance, and nobody ever remembers that. It had Raven-Symoné in it, and that was her movie.
Cats Don't. You know what? I remember for a long time. Who was it? I think my little brother.
11:30.
He watched that movie. Yeah, I want to say my little brother watched Cats Don't Dance so much, and the funny thing is I always thought he was talking about Aristocrats.
Oh yeah, no, right? No, it's not. It's not the same.
Because he would be like the cat with the suit on, and I'm thinking that he had the collar and the cuffs and whatnot. So I'm thinking he's talking about, and I'm like, I don't know what you talk about. And then eventually, of course, we finally found the VHS, and he watched that movie so many times.
My niece did. She would watch it. She was one of those watch it and rewind it and watch it and rewind it and watch it. Like it drove me crazy. Like I was like, I'm gonna take this VHS in the day.
My youngest son,
bury it in the backyard.
He watched this one movie called. About the date. Remember Columbia House?
Yeah, I owe them like $30,000.
So at one point we got DVDs from Columbia House.
Because I wasn't that bold with my thievery.
Look, no. Look, well, I was gonna say my pops actually
that's at least
legitimately ordered. We did like the stamp pages and all that. We used to do the turtles and get all the little stickers. Like he was big into music, and eventually Columbia House, they got around where they started doing like DVDs and things like that. And he would get like all these random, kids movies and whatnot. Because me, I had a little sister, had a little brother, so always just have random shit. My mom always had the neighbors' kids, my cousins. Like mom ran like mini daycare and shit at the house. So there was this movie called Willie the Sparrow, and it was like
never heard of that.
It's not even a big movie. Like
I was gonna say, is it one of them Bible movies?
Not a Bible movie, but it had like the same animation style.
It sounds like one of them Bible movies.
It's the kind of
the love of Christ will save you. If you just you get your tree back.
When you go to like Dollar General and they have that bin of movies, and you pick up a movie and it's got 4 movies on it, 4 movie classics you ain't never heard of, it would be one of those 4 movies.
Yeah.
It's called Willie the Sparrow. And I tell you, my brother played that movie so much. I'm traumatized right now thinking about this damn movie called Willie the Sparrow, because when my parents would go out and I had to babysit my little brother, the only way to get this little boy to shut up was to put on this damn movie. And I've seen that movie way more than I ever care to watch it. And I just thought about what my little brother's getting for Christmas. Got his ass. Yes, sir. He is getting DVDs of Willie the Sparrow. Yes.
I was like that with the Muppets. Y'all know I love a Muppet. So the Muppet movie on rotate. But mine was The Great Muppet Caper. That is my favorite. And you want to talk about somebody being crazy. My dad walked in the living room one day and was like, not no more. And he hid it for a while. Like he had it for like 2 months.
He
just said, baby.
With the Muppet Caper is the Rainbow Connection in Muppet Caper.
Rainbow Connection's in the Muppet movie.
Yes.
Okay.
That's really.
Muppet Caper had Charles Grodin, and they were like they had the supermodels, and they had to steal the baseball diamond. The Happiness Hotel.
The Rainbow Connection makes me cry.
Yes, it makes me cry.
I can't watch it,
especially after watching it. It always made me cry, but after watching the documentary about Jim Henson, please, I can't even be in the same room. I can't. Because that's as soon as it starts, I'm like, oh, why are there so many songs about rainbows? Like, literally, like they sang at his funeral. Are you serious? Like, just wrap me up and roll me down the street because I'm
I can't even hear it. Just the very beginning, and I am worthless.
Literally.
Wow, Rainbow Connection. That is.
Speaking of my Muppets, did y'all see Beignet Blanc?
Yes.
Yes.
Adorable.
I'm dying. I'm so.
Did you
this
see
is Sesame Street I be talking about?
Did you see the video of Daniel Craig seeing Beignet Blanc? Yeah.
Babies. I'm just saying the Muppets are still magical. That's all I'm saying. The government wants to take your Muppets, and that is not right.
They can always do Muppets. I think we will always see things like Muppets will continue to stick around. I think the Smurfs will continue to stick around. And honestly, I can say that those are the kind of things that I'm admittedly okay with refreshing and updating over time because they're, like obviously they're designed for children and they specifically
they do better with the Muppet voices than they do with Looney Tunes or like
Looney Tunes has changed hands a bunch of times.
But like the voices, like Bugs Bunny don't sound right no more. Whereas Kermit still sounds like Kermit.
Yeah. It is. Yeah. The only
but I feel like Looney Tunes has had that problem for a while.
Are the original 25 seasons that first came out, and I will accept the continuation in the early 90s, I think it was.
Of the Looney Tunes?
Yes.
Yeah.
Those two are acceptable. Like when did
I prefer the ones from back in the day. My favorite Looney Tunes are the ones from the 30s and 40s.
I'm not a big Looney Tunes fan. I can really do without them.
Frizz Freeling is good for Tom and Jerry.
What?
And the conversion.
I don't drink
Frizz Freeling came over to. Ooh, we about to have this conversation.
Tea gives me a headache. You don't remember that? That's classic. How many lumps do you want?
Don't even, because we could have been wrapped. Don't do that. Talk about don't be complaining. Nope, don't do that. Look,
y'all know, y'all act like I'm the one that be trying to get off.
8 minutes ago was like,
no, I'm about to fall out of the chair, so I gotta.
Okay, I just because literally all I'm saying is y'all know I will gladly talk to y'all for the rest of the night.
No, that's right. You know what? No, because I sat up there last week and I was like, ooh, this is going to be a good one because I don't got to work tomorrow. So it'll be the first time that I'll be able to participate in one of these and the time won't matter because I don't have to work. And then y'all didn't even do a show last week. And
it was Thanksgiving weekend. It was Thanksgiving.
It was Wednesday night.
We got to cook.
True.
Well, I had to cook.
I was about to say, admittedly, and in fairness, we host Thanksgiving at my house. So yes, we were prepping, we were cooking, we were cleaning. And so I do sincerely apologize.
I was doing nothing.
Very next time you have a Thursday off, you let me know and we would just, as long as you want to talk, we'll record. We ain't got to record. You just
I'm ready to. I didn't even take my sleeping pills. As we finna get into some mess tonight.
Oh my God! Well, on that note, you know something? Me and Teresa,
I got to go.
The whole bottom half is about to get.
I've been yawning for an hour and a half.
Hey, look! I want to thank everybody who popped into the live. I want to thank everybody who was in the comments with us. I want to shout out to Jeff, who stuck with us the whole time. He was pretty much here. He just,
wrong for that. We needed your goofy energy.
He was on the other side of the
I think it was good up
goofy
to
wall.
the Spielberg comment, and I think that I lost him with that one. But you know what? He adopted black kids, so he trying to do right. We'll give him a little credit. Give him a little credit.
Wow.
So it has been. Hey, look, I've had a great time tonight. I hope you've had a great time. Tell your friends about this. You know what I'm saying? Blow us up. Help us get there. Let us get our subscriber count so we can do this all the time. So we can do this more often. We do this for you all as much as we do it.
We start getting more viewers. I have to actually do something about myself when I come on the show.
Okay, I mean, if Jeff gonna keep
I'll
clipping
be
it up,
washing
like
my face and everything before I come on.
giving all these looks,
Wow.
like, man, we had so many spots this last go round.
He said, "I'll wash my face." Okay.
You know what I'm saying? So I will say, make sure you. Oh, there we go. Boom.
I ain't even mad.
It's good to be in the comments because they be talking it up too. I got to figure out what week I'm gonna be a guest over there because James told me he had some stuff he wanted to talk about. I'm like, let's do it.
I want to get Sam and RG and James on an episode, an anime episode. Yeah.
Like I said, we got to get that one worked out, and I know that they can.
And Brandy too. You're more of an anime person.
No. Don't do me no favors at the end. I would dream of being. What?
Look, let me tell you.
You need to be there.
I actually like watching that. I like watching you guys.
I'm gonna tell you,
I need to comment,
I absolutely.
But I be feeling like
Brandy
I be saying
any conversation that they want to be a part of, even if they don't know the topic, just getting their reactions and opinion on shit is like worth it to me. Which is why Teresa's like, I don't know about that. Okay, well, still, come on, because. And I'm at the point now. This will be my foolishness detector. Like, okay, so this is what I saw. This is what happened. Was that foolishness, or did I just not like it? Which one? Because sometimes I just don't like shit.
We're talking about Wicked on the 30th, so be prepared.
Okay.
When does that hit streaming, by the way? Do we know? I'll look it up.
I'm sure it'll be sooner than later. Folks, do us a favor. Click that QR code there. If you made it this far, we appreciate it. We ask that you like and subscribe. Follow us everywhere you can find Grown A Geeks. Brandy's in the magic box tonight. She's got the QR code over there with her. Other side. There it is. There you go. Now she's pointing to that QR code.
Listen, don't put me in a hot spot. You know I can't handle the responsibility.
All right, I'm gonna help her out. QR code right there. Oh, and now you do it perfectly. Click that QR code right there. That'll take you to everywhere you can find Grown A Geeks. We're everywhere. I want to thank all of the people who watched. I want to thank Jeff for being in the comments. We had Mark. We had what was the other young lady? Ronicia. She came in.
Come back too. I like you. You come back.
Yeah. I was like, come on back. And she talking about this.
Thank you so much.
We will absolutely be sending her an invite. RG, the next time you want to bring her on, you bring her on. That'll be our guest. We actually do have some pretty good guests lined up for some future shows, so I'm looking forward to doing that. I've had a couple of people reach out that said they want to be on the show, and I've just got to find the time to schedule it and make it happen. But we'll have some artists on here. We've got some comic writers. Like we've got some people coming. So a lot of big things moving in the future, and we hope you will be there with us. Well, wait, we got to get this one comment here. Boom. Okay. There we go. For Brandy, RG, Teresa, I'm Elder Geek Sam, and we are out of here.